There we go. Okay, now the mic's working. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Episode 1 of a brand new series. We love to see it. We're here. We managed to survive the apocalypse last night. Genuinely shocked by it, by the way. Was not expecting to survive, but we did, and it's weird. Is he a Southern Hive warrior? Not quite. No, not quite. No. He is a unique mutation. A unique mutation. A rather unique mutation. Yeah, so he's a rather unique mutation. He's from the Primordial Hives mod, adds in a unique version of Hiver. And he is a unique mutation that was born to the Western Hive. That's part of his story. He was born to the Western Hive. And much like Beep, who had a defect, his defect being that he beeped, this man here was cast out of the hive because of his defect. His coloration, his pattern, he was different. There was something wrong with him. Cosmic, my God! My God! My God, 10 right from the get-go. Cosmic, you absolute fucking goat. Absolute goat. The champion. The champion. So this man was born defective. He was born defective. He was different. The Hive Queen casted him out. And he as a result of him being cast out of the hive, is this the Radiant Hive? It looks like the Radiant Hive. It might be the Radiant. It's either the Radiant Hive or the Primordial Hive. I think in the game files it's called Primordial. I think the mod is called Radiant now though. In the game files it's listed as Primordial. Cosmic dropping a 10, too super. Cosmic, dude, what are you doing? Go to behavior. Oh my God. My body. Oh man. So he was cast out of the hive. And the first thing the identity he took on was the exile. He is the exile, the exiled hive. You should rename him to be Exile so he could live on an island. He took on the identity of the exile, much like the preacher. He found his purpose. He is the exile. And he hates the queens. He hates the Western Hive. He hates the Southern Hive. He hates all those who oppress his hiveless brothers and sisters. Those who would overwork them or hunt them down, the Holy Nation, the United Cities, and more than anything, though, the queens. He hates the queens. So his goal is to rise up and create an empire for the Hiveless, to become the Hiveless king, and to take down the bloody queens that cast him out, and those that abandoned not just him but all of his fellow Hiveless as well. He will make a safe haven for the Hivers that have been abandoned by the queens. That is what he shall do. So that's his goal. That's the goal of the run. This is pretty close to a genocide run. I think we're going to go full Bugmaster and use the Shek as target practice. I think he's going to train up on the Shek. And the end goal here is we want to take down the United Cities, the Holy Nation, the Western Hive, and the Southern Hive. Those that oppress the Hivers. Those that oppress his Hiveless brothers and sisters. So he is the Hiveless king. He is the exile. And I have it set up so you probably won't be saving the Queen in Tengu's vault. Then we might. I don't know yet. We might. I don't know. I know. Yeah. So there's a couple of unique Hivers that are unique primordials that are scattered around the world. We might. I'm not sure yet. So they're around. They're well, we're gonna wipe out the Hivers. We're gonna wipe out the Western, the Southern, the United Cities, the Holy Nation. We're going to create a Hiveless Empire, and the exiled empire, the Hiveless Empire, Kingdom of Hiveless. And I did set up, just because they did ask, I am using Sentient Sands on here, but I'm going to be much more sparing with it than even I usually am, because I mostly did it for external interaction and stuff for the sake of rumors and letting our characters' dialogue kind of bleed into the role play of the story as well, right? Like I enjoy that aspect of it. So it's going to be a lot less discussion in terms of like us stopping to talk to people. There'll be a little bit of that, but it's going to be a lot more. I want the rumors I gave him a really good backstory in the system, so it's all in there, and the hope is that that will spread and people will look at him a certain type of way. Hey, much appreciated. Thank you for the follow. I want them to look at him a certain type of way. I basically have him set up as like I want the hivers to view him as like a devil figure almost, right? Like that to the hiveless, to the oppressed hiveless, the hives, the worker drones of the United Cities, to the hiveless that have been cast out of the hives, like all of them, he's a hero. He is their hero. Their great king. He's the king of the Forsaken, basically. But to in order, to the hives themselves, to the queens, he has a reputation of he is effectively the devil figure of the hives. He is the one they fear, and that's by design. And I thought his color scheme kind of matched well with that. He is the devil figure of the hives. They fear him because he's the freedom fighter, the great anti-hive, one might say. The one who's opposed to the regime of the queens. So that's where we are. But before we do anything, we got to get our boy trained up because right now he sucks ball at pretty much everything. Yeah, he's kind of high. He's kind of Hive Lucifer. Let's be honest. He's kind of Hive Lucifer. He's the ones they fear. The Hive, the one they fear. Hiverkeen. So we're gonna get him a better weapon. I'm going to go primarily with dex-based weapons because of what he is, because of his class and everything. So we're gonna go with dex-based weapons, and I think I'm gonna end up going with katanas. At least for now. I have a unique katana mod that I installed that I want to end up using, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to grab. We'll have to use a shiny katana for right now. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well we're gonna have to stick with what we got for now, but we're gonna end up going with katanas for him for a little while. I have a unique mod, weapon mod that I'm gonna end up getting him later on, but I don't have it at the moment. So what are you gonna do, So it goes without saying we'll be getting beep at some point. Yeah, oh yeah. We'll be getting beep at some point. We'll be getting beep at some point. But first things first, we have to do the old traineroo. We got to get our boy all set and ready for combat, because right now he's not ready for nothing. He ain't ready for nothing. By unique weapon mods, are you referring to the legendary weapon mods? I am not. No, I have a specific weapon type that I downloaded that I'm going to be using in this playthrough. How will the world states of the death of the queen cause the entire hive to dissolve play into a story? He will kill them instead of liberate them. So, that's actually, if you, I posted on, in my community page, the kind of rundown for the playthrough idea and how that was going to work. And his whole thing is he's going to liberate the hivers from the queens no matter the cost. And you and I know the cost of killing the queens is that the hivers start to fall apart, they can't reproduce anymore, and the Fogmen take over. He's willing to do that. He's willing to liberate and protect the hiveless, even if it means destroying the hives. Even if it means everything, like the hivers, fall apart. He's willing to do this. He's that kind of a character. He's that kind of guy. All right, so we're gonna go find some banditos that we can kite over here. We'll mine some copper real fast while we're waiting. Seems counterintuitive, as he's basically committing slow genocide of his own people. He thinks that the oppression that the hiveless face at the hands of the queen is worse than that. At least if they die, they can die with an identity. They can die with an identity. They can be individuals. They can choose who they want to be. They can live their own lives. If this is the last generation of hivers, then by God, he will allow it to happen. Because it means that this generation will be the free generation, and he's willing to let that happen. He will free them all, even if it kills them all. Even if it kills them all. Were those Holy Nation outlaws? Yeah, we ain't ready for that. He's Hiver Tin Fist. All he cares about is destroying slavery, not the fallout caused by not having a safety net. Exactly. He's Hiver Tin Fist. That is a very, honestly, the best way to put it. Totally correct. He's Hyver Tin Fist. You will be free or you won't be anything. Exactly, exactly. He'll see the world burn before he lets his people be enslaved, even at the detriment of them. By the way, guys, in case anybody didn't see my announcement, there will be no Kenshi Coliseum this weekend. There will be no Kenshi Coliseum this weekend. Um, we oh yeah, so I don't know. That's always been a thing with Red. I don't know why it happens. It's not, it is what it is. It happens. I think it. I have no idea. I don't know. It's a thing that happens though. There'll be no Kenshi Coliseums this weekend. Because I'm working on a what if video that turned out to be twice as long as I expected it to be originally. I was doing the scripting today, and I was doing the recording and the narration, and it ended up taking twice as long as I expected it to. So you guys are going to get treated to early next week. I'm going to aim for Sunday, but it might be a little bit later depending. It might be Monday or Tuesday, but you guys are going to get treated next week to a nearly 40-minute long what if video. Yeah, nearly a 40-minute long what if video. It's gonna be wild. Gonna be absolutely wild. Kangaroo Court wild. I think this Hive King will be cool if he uses samurai armor and samurai leg plates. I have an armor plan for him too. I do have an armor plan for him. All right, 36. Are we able to get sword now? Are we able to buy big sword now? We are. Big sword, simple long katana, paired. How does that look? That's my dog. Nice. Dual swords. Yeah. So we've got a 40-minute long what if coming this weekend. Super, super long video. It's going to be a very in-depth, narratively focused analysis of what if Catlon tried to reclaim Kenshi. What if he tried to take Kenshi back? And, excuse me, I'm going to be diving into a lot of the nuances of it. What factions, how the major factions would respond, how some of the smaller factions would respond. The various phases of the operation. I'm going to be diving into the psychology of Catlon and how he thinks and all that stuff, how this scenario could happen. And then that's about half the video. And then the other half of the video is a fully play-by-play, the major battles, the major movements, how things happen, how things play out, all culminating in the reclamation of Kenshi and how that would turn out. Would he succeed? Would he not? It is a 40-minute long experience. I went really hard on this one. Spent a lot of time. I've spent weeks trying to figure out. I've been talking about this video for weeks now, trying to put together the story of how I think that would play out. So, yeah, that comes this upcoming week. My longest. It'll be my longest piece of lore / what if basically, aside from building content, this will be my longest video I've ever done. My longest one prior to this was my second Empire video that I did back towards the beginning of the channel, almost 5-6 years ago, at 27 minutes. So it's gonna be a big one. She's gonna be a big, and drop it in, coming in with the 5 gifteds, much appreciated. Hell yeah. So how did that game go where you had a base next to the Crab City with the zombies? We survived. It's phase 3. The rest of Kenshi fell apart. Mind you, the rest of Kenshi absolutely fell apart. They did not survive. We were the only ones that survived, but we did survive. It was crazy. It was crazy. We did survive. We did manage to survive. Sprint on over here. We got these paired katana. This paired katana. And is the goat, literally, and is the goat, the goated Twitch. The Twitch goat over here. Hands down. Easy. Easy. What are you using? Is that a guardless katana? Yeah, it is. We will lose if we fight you, but will we die? I'm gonna say no. Let's engage in conflict. Engage in conflict. Get our stats up a little bit. Ow. Ow. Beating my ass. You remember, you got to take a beating. That's how it works. You got to take a beating. Where can the katana be found in the Kenshi map? That looks cool. The katana. Where can which katana? Which one? Because this is the paired katana. This is Hayden Medicker's replacement for katanas, the simple long katanas. The one that I'm using is primarily found. The one that I'm going to end up be using is found in the UC. You can buy and sell it from Katun. So that flip while falling backwards. I know. Goated behavior. All right, we ain't gonna make it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprint back up here to the bar where we can go get a some health kit. Go get a health kit, cheap health kit. We gotta get beaten up a little bit in order to survive in this world. Stop me, mister. I didn't do nothing wrong. Don't attack me. I did nothing. I only tried to assault you. It was a minor assault. It was minor. It was a flesh wound. It was a flesh wound. Barely a flesh wound. It's fine. Are you starting your Stardew Valley farming sim playthrough? Maybe. All right, hopefully the ninjas will defend me here, but I don't think they will because this is a no faction, so I'm pretty sure he's just going to run here and beat my ass, which is unfortunate, but, you know, these things have been known to happen. Beat his ass. Yeah, they did it. They took my side. I don't know why they did it, but they did. Yeah. All right, we're going to do first aid on myself. And then we can loot his body. Hell yeah. You need to channel that high-pitched Hiver voice for this playthrough. Alrighty, now what we're gonna do is obviously take your clothes. We're gonna be taking all of those and your guardless katana and that. You don't need any of those things because you're gonna be a corpse soon. But now we're the Hivler, the exile with clothes. We are now the exile with clothes. Things are good. Life is good. We're in the good lane now. All right. What did you miss? Not much. Not much. We did a quick introduction to the playthrough, and that's really about it. We're gonna heal up now. Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. I hope Kenshi 2, they keep the elite early game strat of repeating getting your ass kicked early at a level. Oh, they will. Hands down. Yeah. No, you don't have to worry about that. That's quintessential to the Kenshi experience. Oh, man. I hope Kenshi 2 has some unique item vendors that could sell... hold on. Has unique items vendors could sell. It would make getting Matos far easier. I don't think they're going to have shops that necessarily sell Mato weapons, but I do think that they will have some unique weapons from like vendor. I think there's going to be a lot more like unique weapon variety and stuff. I'm excited to see the new weapon types. I want to know what new types of weapons they have. I hope they have something cool. I want to see a bigger emphasis on like spears and shit, and I'd love to see shields, right? I want to see proper spear and shield. I think that'd be fire. Proper spear and shield. That's the goal. That's the goal. All right, so now we're healed up. We got a little bit better stats. We can go back out into the world and attempt to do some fighting. Where do I know your name from? Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. I'm in YouTube Shorts all the time. I recently made. I just made the 4th short that I did in partnership with Lo-Fi. I'm in some of their shorts. I mean, there's a couple places you can know me from, to be honest with you. There's a couple places you can know me from at this point. Lo-Fi shorts? Yeah, I feel like that's probably the most likely of them, but also I post 5 shorts a week, and several of them have popped off for like a couple 100,000 views, so it could be some of those. All right, we're gonna take our beating here. Jesus Christ, they're really kicking my ass here. We need to get back up here. So the goal here is to try and get our toughness up. We got to get our boy trained. Got to get him trained. Most likely YouTube then. Yeah. Probably. I have Have a larger Kenshi channel. Larger Kenshi channel. Funny enough, I found you through YouTube short about how the map was during the First and Second Empire. That's how a lot of people found me. That particular short popped off out of nowhere. I posted it, and then like a week later, it started bumping all of a sudden. And right now, it's sitting at like 1 million views. It's my most viewed short on the channel. It's got 1 million views right now. It's crazy. A lot of people found me through that. Imagine scrap metal shield. I think shields would be fire. They'd be fire. One reason Kenshi doesn't have shields might be due to the strong Eastern influence in Eastern martial warfare. They didn't use shields much at all. Correct, they did not. They did not. But I think that using, if you move into an aquatic-based combat system where we're fighting on boats and shit, I think that shields would be incredibly beneficial because you could use spear and shields. I'd like to see, especially since I'd like to see a faction that's more reminiscent to like proper like Greeks and Romans, right? Like hoplites and all that good stuff. I think that'd be badass. Oop, we switched to the guardless katana. We're taking a beating, but that's fine. I'm about to get knocked the fuck out. Hero does have a larger channel. It's called Lo-Fi Games. You should check it out. Ah. Okay. So we got knocked out. Good on me. We don't have any food, though, so it's fine. We're going to kick on medic, heal ourselves up. Good to go. And we're going to come up here, and we're going to sleep. Sleep it off. That's what we do. We sleep it off. You got to get your ass beat to get stronger. Thank God for Kenshi's 20 times speed. Let me tell you, man. It makes like shit like this so much easier. So much easier to put up with. What is the premise for this run? We are going to create our own hive. A hive of the Hiveless. And we're going to liberate the hivers that are under the oppressive control of the hives. The Western Queen, the Southern Queen, as well as the United Cities and the Holy Nation. All enemies of the Hiveless are enemies of the Exile. I see we're still running with the hero Lo-Fi Games bit. It's true, they are. On another note, do you think that Kenshi 2 will have flagships or command ships for varying factions? I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Sincerely hope so. Oh, man. Just imagine if YouTube had recommended your other stuff equally. I know, that'd be great, but they don't. they don't. They don't. Most of my shorts get like between 5 and 10,000 views, give or take. I've had a few that have popped off and got a few hundred or you know, stuff like that. But yeah, no, that particular short about Kenshi's water levels really popped off, and it like I said, it's sitting at 1 million views now. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. 20 times is amazing. Feels like skeleton repair bed healing speed for everyone. Oh, I know. It's great. It's my favorite thing. Will you only recruit hivers or any race to battle against the queens? Only hivers. He only cares about the hivers. He only cares about the hivers. Who is my oldest follower? Define oldest, like my first channel member, like that in that regard, or like subscriber? Because I don't know subscriber or anything like that, but I can tell you that my first ever channel member that I got was James Pruitt. James Pruitt. That's not me doxing his name. That's the name that his channel is. You know, it's there. James Pruitt, my first ever channel member. He was my first ever member. What about the Black Fivemen hivers that were Fogmen? And technically Fogmen could qualify. I mean, theoretically, he might try to, you know, get a couple Fogmen to join him, but I don't know. He might view them as dilapidated. They're kind of just as tied down by the pheromones as everyone else is. I remember James. He's vanished. I hope he's doing good. He pops in every so often. He's still here. He probably pops in every so often. He just doesn't pop in as much anymore. Got stuff going on, work and life and stuff. So, you know. Do you think you'll end up trying to hunt for the unique primordial hivers, or not specifically? I think if I'm in the area and I find them, I'll grab them. I know where they are generally. If I'm in the area and I find them, I'll grab them, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to do it now. I'll shamelessly ask for a bug character named Bugatti and have a blunt weapon you pronounce it like Andrew Tate. I'll name a hiver named Bugatti. All right, go up here. We're going to keep mining copper. How many hive mods do you have installed? I only have one like hiver variation mod, which is the one that I'm using for the main character here. if that's your question. In terms of other Hiver mods, I have a few. I have like Hiver building mods and stuff that add in unique variants of buildings for hives. Versions of the vanilla buildings, but the Hiver variants. So I'm going to make like a proper Hiver like fortress, like a multi-tiered fortress. I have a plan for the base. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a real big one, actually. I have a plan for like building a proper castle, a hive castle. Not like a castle in the normal sense where it's like, you know, I take two buildings, ram together, put a gate between them, and make like an interior keep. No. I mean like a literal castle made of Hiver stuff by jamming buildings together in a certain way. I have a good plan for it. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna get a proper hive castle. It's gonna be badass. Oh man, should rock the Pearl Hive, Azure Hive, and Dark Hive there for fun. I thought about it, but I also didn't want to add too many in. You know, I thought that adding too many might bog things down. All of a sudden, it turns into a Rainbow Hive everywhere, and it's just a bit much. There's an add-on mod for that type of hive that adds one of those big boy Praetorian hivers. Yeah, I've heard that. Refitted. This one's technically better. This one has the -6 defense. I mean, this one has the indoor penalty. This one doesn't. Interesting. But I also like the motif of maybe having 4 swords on my back. Cool. There's a particular weapon that I'm going to end up getting, but it's not here right now. But I guess it's kind of early for me to be worrying about, like, motifs. This is longer, so it's got a better reach. So, got a better reach. I got an interesting question. Why not call the group the Northern Hive? Because they are not technically a hive. They are the Hiveless. They're a coalition of the Hiveless. The Exile Hive probably fits better, yeah, because they are they're an exile. They're a coalition of the exiles. He is not technically a hive, not in the traditional sense. The Exile Hive. If nothing else, should try the Blood Hive mod. It adds Blood Hive, which are basically hive vampires. That sounds fantastic. All right. Are we gonna do anything here? I don't think so. We'll sell the simple paired katana, and we'll run with the guardless katana here for now. We'll run with that. We got to get our skill up just a bit. Continue training. Must get strong. The exiled ones. Hive of the Reborn. When I did a smaller run, I named my group the Broken Chorus. Interesting. Do you know a game I want you to play on stream with a nice series? The Elder Scrolls. I might play the Elder Scrolls at some point. I might do a nice Elder Scrolls run. Nice little Skyrim run. Maybe one of these days I'll do a Skyrim VR run on live. You guys can watch me fumble around like a fucking buffoon on live. Keep selling copper for a minute. Let's get our laboring up and get our heavy weapons and stuff up as well. All right, we're gonna keep on grabbing some copper. Kenshi does remind me a bit of Morrowind. Yeah, so some of the buildings early on kind of take... I don't know if they're inspired by Morrowind, but they definitely... Because Morrowind buildings are inspired by... There's a real-life type of building that is used in places like, I think New Mexico or Mexico that uses them as well. I just don't remember what the name of it's called. It starts with a V, I think. Some of the early areas in Morrowind utilize that type of architecture and whatnot. And so it kind of spills over as well. Empires, we have the Odachi, that's cool. Odachi, no Dachi. Excuse me. Hey, how are we doing on food? How are we doing with that? We could probably use a little bit. Good news is we can eat literally anything, so it's fine. Hi, vampires. That's an old run with that theme. There's an old run with that theme. Was it from Leviticus Dragon? Can't remember. Must have been more than 10 years. I do wonder. I'm not familiar. Adobe houses? I don't think it's Adobe. I think isn't it a... oh, wait, no. Maybe I'm thinking of the spice. I'm thinking of adobo. Whoopsies. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Adobe, is it Adobe? I was thinking of Adobe. That's so funny. Adobe and Sumerian architectural design, especially for megacities like Vivek. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joe's apartment in Roach Motel. The next playthrough. So I'm either gonna do a Holy Nation, a proper Holy Nation run next, which I'm not 100% if that's the next one I want to do or the one after, or I got inspired after the Hive to do based on the podcast that I had with Pato the other day when we talked about the biomes of Kenshi. I'm thinking about doing a Cannibal Samurai build, a Cannibal Samurai run. Do you have a mod pack link in the workshop link? Not yet. I will for the next episode. I haven't made it a collection quite yet. I was ironing out some of the things before stream and didn't get a chance to do it yet. I will by next episode though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up doing a cannibal samurai run where I make a group of cannibal samurai. They're gonna be much more sophisticated than they're gonna be much more sophisticated than the cannibals we're familiar with. If you could add one faction concept to Kenshi 2, what would it be? Cannibal Samurai. I think the tribal aspect of the cannibals is cool, and I think it's fun and I like it. However, I would like to see a group of cannibals that are not living in like a dilapidated state the way the cannibals are currently. And I think that a samurai group that did it would be really cool. We were talking about on the podcast last week types of biomes we'd like to see. And I had proposed the idea of a biome that was imagine like a lush Japanese inspired landscape, green fields, cherry blossoms. You got the flowers coming down and everything. It's a beautiful place, and you have these giant Japanese inspired structures, right? They look like pandagas, and you have the gateways and the archways and all of that stuff. And it looks absolutely beautiful, and it's populated by a group of samurai that believe themselves to be like demon samurai or something, right? And they kidnap and eat people, but they don't do it in like a vicious, angry way. They do it as like a ceremonial, like more uh like religious cultural way, right? But they're very aggressive. They attack people. It'd be cool as hell to have a group of samurai that were like existed in that way, like Oni. Yeah, like an Oni, like Oni. Exactly. Very, very cool. They wear like armor that's spattered with blood or blood red armor. They have the Oni masks on and everything. They kidnap people and then they, bring them back. And they have like a cannibal shogun who like sits there on his, on his pillow on his knees and everything and ritualistically sacrifices people. It'd be cool as hell. And you do it in an environment that is just absolutely gorgeous, right? Very well maintained, very fertile, beautiful cherry blossoms everywhere. The petals are flowing down. You've got these beautiful structures that are all put together. And then at night, the entire biome goes from being this really beautiful landscape to it's the same landscape, but it's got like a red hue, like an old samurai, like an old samurai movie. Everything's got like a reddish hue to it. It goes dark and red, and you get assaulted by these cannibal samurai that maybe during the day they're friendly, but when nighttime comes, suddenly they don their attire and their masks, and they run out and they start raiding cities and kidnapping people and sacrificing. Like it'd be cool as hell. Be cool as hell. It'd be cool as hell. Oop, I'm gonna head back down this way. Running with the Shek for a little bit. Got a huge cannibal Oni with a Kanobo. Exactly. With just a giant, yeah. Cannibal Shogun. The Cannibal Shogun. If I can contribute one idea, that would be it. Goddamn, dude, my sinuses are fucked today. It's been raining all day, so the pollen is really terrible. My sinuses are beyond fucked today. So I apologize if I'm like sniffing a lot and stuff. My sinuses are completely fucked today. All right, we're gonna head down this way. Dodge the starving bandits. Dodge the dust bandits if we find them. Sounds like one of their names is going to be Gizmo. Cheap cannibal sounds like French people. Get lo-fi on speed dial. Get lo-fi on speed dial. We need Cannibal, Oni, Samurai, and Kenshi too. It's one of those things where like I have things that I want to talk about with them in regards to that, but I'm always like I don't know how to bring that stuff up. I've had conversations with them about things that like I think would be cool, but it's always like I don't know how to bring that stuff up in a way that's not just me being like, oh my god, this is what you should totally include in the game, right? Like I feel like it's one of those things where like until they ask me about it, I don't know how to include it. I don't know how to bring it up. Oh shit, I forgot that I had this on here. Hell yeah, we'll use Arachne armor. I'm totally down with that. Arachne armor. Kind of fits with the whole hive thing too, to be honest with you. Pants for now. With those for now. Yeah. Yeah. You just have to imagine it. You're a passionate fan. You love the game. Nothing wrong with sharing some ideas. Yeah, like I said, I've talked about stuff with them before, but it's funny because now I'm like, I don't know how to bring some of that stuff up. That faction can be, yeah, dude, the Arachne can be a real pain in the ass. They can be a real pain in the ass, but I think that their armor will do quite nicely for what we're doing here. Bode quite nicely. And we can use their bindings once I can afford it. Can't afford it right now, but that's fine. Good to know that we can wear their bindings, though. They have an Arachne helmet in here. It's also cool that we can buy it from here. I didn't expect to be able to do that, so that's pretty fire. Nice. Nice. That'll do for now. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Give us a little bit better protection. I'm 90% sure they've included a character who represents you in the next part. I sincerely hope. Hero, your worst allergy sniff or snart is far better than others. DSP, anyone. Oh, dude, DSP is really bad. Really bad. That dude needs to get, like he's got, like, a deviated septum. My guy needs to get surgery or something. My God. He also needs to, stop being DSP, but what are you going to do with that? I don't even think... I think if I tried to replicate the noises that man makes with his sinuses, I'd actually probably hurt myself. I don't think I can snort like that. I'd probably fucking hurt myself. Never dealt with the Arachne faction before. Where are they based? I'm assuming Iraq. They are based in the Spider Plains to the western side. They're partially in Iraq, but not quite. They're more like over this way. But they can propagate anywhere over here, and they have a couple other... They wander in a few other places, but they're based around here. DSP? Yeah, Darkside Phil. He's an old streamer, gamer, lolcow. He's one of the older lolcows. We need to get a hero. We need to get hero a logo seal so we can make fancy letters with wax. Ew, that's an idea. May I ask where you got the model for this hive? It's fascinating. This is the Radiant Hive or the Primordial Hive. I think it's the Radiant Hive mod. Can't remember. Hold on. Let me tell you. Oh, I finally got the Kenshi rotate mod, by the way. Everyone can stop yelling at me. You guys can all stop yelling at me now. I did it. Everybody's been telling me forever to do it. I finally did it. Everybody can leave. Stop it now. Where is it? The Radiant Ancient Hive. That's what it is. The Radiant Ancient Hive. I barely recognize modded Kenshi. It's so alien to me. I mean, my Kenshi's not that modded. Like, it's modded, but like it's mostly adding items and like building items and stuff. Make sure you get the Kenshi rotate mod. I did it. 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 Why is this hammerhead so narrow? Because I made it narrow. I didn't want that wide hammerhead. Soldier hive soldier hammerhead. I wanted something smaller. I thought it makes him look more unique, makes him stand out. Is it even Kenshi if you aren't playing a Space Marine? God damn it, Samson, you're right. You're right. By God, you're right. I didn't think about it until just now, but I think you have a point. I think you have a point, guys. Is it even Kenshi if you're not playing a Space Marine absolutely stomping the followers of Slanesh? Oi! Pipsqueak! You fucking Dust Bandit? Yeah, I'll pass on that. He's a hiver, too. Is there other ones around here? I mean, he'll beat my ass, but, next time I'll just skin you alive. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no. We're gonna go talk to him, only because I want to lure him into a false sense of security so I can beat his ass. Hive soldiers don't seem the most practical. Their eyes would have limited vision. Well, I mean, maybe, but they can also look in different directions. Like a gecko. Come at me, foul bandits! Yes, now we flee. We've drawn their ire, and now we run. Did you get the racial diversity mod, i.e. Bone Dog Paradise, because hiver limbs come off easy? I did the diversity mod in the sense that, like, it adds, like starving bandits and dust bandits and stuff will be more than just human and Shek and all that stuff. Like, it diversifies that crap, yeah. 66 viewers, Teehee, Star Wars laugh. It's true, it's true. Execute Order 66. Oh, man. Hero, do you think it's inevitable that both Western and Southern hives will be queenless in due time? Or the queens can give birth to other queens? No, I think that the queens that exist are the queens that have always existed. I think they're the queens that have been around since the hivers appeared at the end of the Second Empire. I think they are the original queens, and I think they don't age. Just like the Bugmaster, I think they don't age. So I don't think that they'll inevitably become queenless, and I don't think they need to replace them. Because I think the queens exist as they are. I don't think that they need new queens. I think that the queens that are there are the queens that have been there since the beginning, 1,000 years back. This fool here, he's dying. He's wanted by the Shek Kingdom, I suppose. We'll use him for easy money. Do you think the queens will accept my invitation to become my hot bug wife? I think the likelihood is low, but, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I encourage you to try. That was close. We almost lost him. We almost lost the guy. Grab some of their helmets. We can usually sell those for an okay amount, or their weapons, maybe. Yeah, look at that, rotating items. My God, I have the power. I've never felt so strong in my life. I've never felt so powerful. I can rotate items. All right, back to Squin. We're going to turn this boy in. Right now, I'm just trying to get our main guy up to snuff. Get him, get rotated. That's what I'm saying. Get rotated. Grab that sword and rotate on it. We also got to watch out for the Western Hive and the Southern Hive. We are actually, our faction relations by default with them are negative 100. We're hated by both. I really hope you get accepted for Warhammer 40K. Oh yeah, guys, I brought it up briefly last night and in the Discord, but I applied. I don't know if I'm gonna get accepted, but I did apply. I did apply for the closed beta of Total Warhammer 40K. I did apply for it, so we'll see what happens. If I get it and I'm able to play it on stream for you guys, that'd be pretty cool, but we'll see. We'll see. But I did apply for it, so we'll see what happens. I don't know why, but so many of your comments get auto-flagged. It's true. That's true. That does have... Your comments do frequently get flagged. They have to be approved. I don't know why. I had to turn on, auto-flagging the other day after that little incident happened with that fucking bot that popped in here and started saying wild crap. What armor and weapon mod do you use? I use a lot. I use a lot. What are we doing? All right, we're gonna head 3,000. That should be enough to head back to this way station, get some mercenaries, go fight some band of bones. I used to do a lot of beta testing, got burnt out with the Wasteland 2, though, over 200 hours in the first 20 hours of the game. Jesus Christ, it's a lot. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope I get it. I wouldn't be shocked if I didn't, but I do hope I get it. You know, I think I have a better chance than some just because I have like a larger social presence. So sometimes that it just sometimes that helps because they're like, it's publicity, you know, it's free advertisement, but who knows? Creative Assembly, they're exceptional. If there's one way to screw it up, they'll find a way. Touche, touche. Touche, touche. We're going to pop in here. Do we have any of my Hive brethren to join us? Any of my Hive brethren in here? There is one. A fellow soldier as well. A fellow soldier. Come hither, fellow soldier. What's your name? Squint? We're going to say hi to Squint. We're going to say hi to Squint. Hello, young soldier. I have come to offer you purpose. Purpose that was stolen from you when the Queen abandoned you. See how it goes. Let's see how it goes. What else triggered me on a hot bug wipe? That's so funny. That's so funny. Wait for it to propagate in. Hey, here, I wanted to ask who your favorite minor NPC in the game is that most people completely ignore. Like recruit or just character in general? Like, are you talking about recruitable NPCs or like, just characters or like non-recruitables? Can be any character. What's my favorite non kind of lowbrow character? I really like Ghost. I think that he's really fast. I think he's generally fascinating. I think Tora's story is fascinating too in some ways. I think my favorite NPC that most people don't think about, Meat Lord, because most people I feel like don't really even know that he's there. I think Squint is deaf, maybe. Let's fucking open dialogue and see what just happened with that. Squint, did he respond? He did. You are a no hive. I have no purpose. You are a no hive. I have no purpose. Only this knife in this place. I am the exile, and I was abandoned as well. Being a cult leader over here as well. Come with me. Join me as we find purpose together against the queens who abandoned us. Well. This is devolving into what Automod does and doesn't flag. Kind of. I was freed. I do not wish to be owned again. You will not be owned by me. You will be protected. And, I don't know, and valued. It's an equal. Equal. The word has no meaning. I am drone. You are no hive. I will stay here. All right. Well, you know what? Fuck you. I'll pay you then. Not interested. Oh, how much is it? What's the price again? 6,000 cats. I have 1,000 cats. If you change your mind. Cats are for no hives. I need no cats. I need no master. I mean, you're a no hive too. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we'll get some clout first. We'll get some clout first. Bodyguards, 2,000. Good to go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. We're gonna go fight some band of bones. Some band of bones. Mind control with /join. Send him to Iraq for not accepting. All who do not accept my wishes will be sent to Iraq. It's true. It's true. I got a note, but I don't know what it's for. Oh, thumbs up. Hey, thank you for the thumbs up, Cosmic. I don't know what that is, but thank you. It sounds important. Bro is standing on that decision, literally. I haven't done anything on purpose. I'm just an enigmatic traveler who keeps getting filtered. It's true. It's true. This reminds me of the meme because Iraq sounds like Iraq. I mean, yeah, that's the meme. That's the meme, boys. That was a fairly annoying AI fail. It happens. It happens. You know, these things do happen. They have been known to occur this way. Interesting pantaloons you got there. They look dustier than usual. Is it just me? They look dustier than usual. Keep on kicking his ass! Keep on kicking his ass! Twitch has the wildest shit. I don't understand any of it. X just gifted you 12 months of AIDS. It's true, literally. So I don't understand so much of like the the individual descriptions. Like it's like TikTok does the same thing where it's like someone sent you a galaxy. I don't know what that means. It's always just crazy to me. I wish that they just made it like simple where it was like, hey, they just sent you $10. Here's the thing. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like overcomplicating it with like 50 different titles and emotes make it difficult to understand what the hell's going on. I never understood what the hype train was. The hype train is basically like if someone donates or someone does something and then somebody else does the same thing. Like it's a train of people like continuing to do things and generate generate hype. Like it's a you know, it's like a wave. It's a wave. Oh no. Oh no, I'm being hunted down by Tora the Fearless, and she's got stats that are enough to absolutely body my ass. She's going to take my succulent noggin. How about the Ronin hivers? I'm not sold yet. I'm not sold. I'm not sold yet. Are all of our guys down? Where the fuck did they go? We had more. Are they? Oh, they're all in here fighting still. I was like, where the hell did they go? We had more. Hit a high enough hype train to get featured. Yeah. Artificially inflate it. Go the way of pirate software and just artificially inflate the shit out of it, right? That's the way to go. I'm told that's the way to go. I'm told that's the game-winning, the award-winning strat. The streamer of the year strat. I'm told that's what that is. Hell yeah, get that kill. Doesn't Tora have a Mato? Don't mess with that. She does not have a Mato. She does not. No Mato for the Tora. No Mato for Tora the Fearless. Samurai guys are doing pretty damn good, to be honest with you. They ain't doing bad. They ain't doing bad. We're gonna collect some of these weapons though. Any ones that are worth any kind of money. Any kind of money. Hive Prince versus Hive Soldier in combat. I'm on Team Prince. I guess it depends on the type of combat, the situation. Get sliced. Had to be done. Didn't even see it coming. Did you see it coming? They didn't see it coming. Nobody saw it coming. Drifter's Half Pants Sand alt. I don't even know what mod this is from, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And you never have to take accountability or actually make a game that you said you were going to make for 8 years. Shh. You're letting out the industry secrets. Industry secrets right there. That's what that is. To be honest, I just like how princes look better. Honestly, Hive princes are my least favorite of the Hivers. I don't like the way they look. The only time that I actually moderately enjoy them is when I make them look like a Kaminoan. I think that's really funny. Make him look like a Kaminoan. What are we doing? Have we knocked her out yet? Is she in here, over here? I think she is. I don't know where she is, but I think she is. Is that her right there? That's her right there. Yeah. She's fighting the mercenaries. The mercenaries. She's actually relatively tough. So we gotta watch out for her. I gotta do a little bit of kiting and micromanaging with that one. There we go. Hivers not being able to wear martial arts bindings are my favorite quirk. Bug homies too stupid to wrap themselves. There's a lot of Hiver hate happening on the Hiver playthrough, and I'd like to see that simmer down. It's funny. Dexterity is huge. The soldier's learning boost to attack leads to getting diminishing returns for dex sooner, while the Hive Prince has a dex bonus. Touche. However, the particular type of hive that our main character here is, that is fixed with the primordial hive. That is not an issue. Yes, no, it is not. All right, let's get her fixed up. So that way she doesn't bleed out, because that would be most unfortunate if she were to do that. Fun fact, Tor the Fearless makes an excellent backpack for collecting all of her minions' swords before you turn in her bounty. Touche! I've heard that. I've heard that, actually. That's a good move. That's a good move. You're right. You're right. Pick those up. Nice. We'll go over here, collect some more of these swords. Right, these swords are very important. These swords are going to feed us, put food in our bellies. All of that good stuff. You're right. That's a good move. Eventually, they let her out and you can do your bounty again. That's why she's the best bounty, man. That's why she's one of my favorite bounties to do. Always do Tor the Fearless bounty early on. She goes out, she fights, she gets her ass kicked, then she comes out and she returns back to her station, and it's all good. It's the gift that keeps on giving, you know? Cool. All right, we can go back up there. We'll get some strength training while we're dragging her ass up there, too, which is good. A little bit of strength training. Okay, award-winning strat. That's what that is. Do you think Hivers have a favorite food? Fish. I think fish is what their favorite food is, if I recall correctly. Pretty sure it's fish. Pretty sure they have a high preference for fish. Logic has to be trained in the ways of Hiver hate. Whoever said that actually just put me on the game. That's so funny. The primordial soldiers are superior. Love my dex. Yeah, so the primordial soldiers, they have a bonus to dex that makes them far better. They don't get that fall off in the late game. They're still balanced, which is cool. Like, they're not a bust. It's not like the Juggernauts where it can be like game changing. They're still really balanced, but yeah, they're definitely better. If this wasn't a Hive run, I'd say Tora would be an excellent recruit. It's true, but you know we can't risk it. Hero, when the best Shek wife. What's the best? When is the best Shek wife tier list? I'm going to be honest with you, okay? This may be controversial, okay? This may be a controversial opinion. I'm not really a Shek Gooner. Not really part of the whole Shek Dami Mommy thing. It's not my thing. Not my thing. Not my thing. That Shek wife is Bayan. Major event just popped up. What was the event? What did we get? A major brawl erupted at a remote exile camp with mercenary guards. Oh, hold on, we gotta read it like we're in the 1950s. A major brawl has erupted at the remote exile camp with the mercenary guards clashing with both the band of bones and triangle bandits. While tech hunters scavengers were caught in the middle, proving no contact is safe. With 3 desperate gangs all want the same patch of dirt. You lost so many subscribers just now. Guys, my sub count dropped. I'm down to 10,000 again. 6 months of work because I said I wasn't into Shek Mommies. I know. Just not my vibe, man. Not my vibe. I don't have the whole stepped on thing going for me. It's not for me. You know, it's not really my thing. All right, so we're gonna come up here. We're gonna recruit this boy. Get Squints into our group. Sub count goes to 0. It's true, my career's over. Career is over. He's so tiny. He's fucking feeble. Look at him. He's so tiny. He's wee. This guy is tiny. Holy Nation Gooner. Not quite. Not quite. No. No. No gooning. Don't goon. Gooning. Don't goon. None of that. None of that. None of that. He's so fucking tiny, dude. Hero has a real humid wife. It's true. It's true. And actually, fun fact, guys, if the subs get up to 20,000, you guys are going to get to meet her. She's going to be on stream. You guys are going to get to meet her. A normal fucking hiver. Goddamn, my dude looks weird as hell like that. Weird as hell. Oh man. Okay. We'll make him a little smaller. We're gonna make him a little bit small. I do think that the name Squint fits how he was. He's a small boy. He's a small little hiver. Look at him. He's a wee boy. He's got the build of Beep. Got the build of Beep. Make him small. He's small, and we're gonna give him wide eyes. Make him low. Right there. That's our boy. That's our boy. There he is. He's so fucking tiny, it's hilarious. Look at him. Look at that little dude. Look at that little dude. Ah. Is the wife a lo-fi employee? Look at that little dude. He's just a little guy doing things. He's just a little dude. Oh shit, triangle bandits. Get you some clothes, what we can do. Hell yeah. Any weapons that we can sell? Just take all these weapons. He's half exile size. Literally, he's just a tiny little guy. Just a tiny little dude doing things. He's just a little man. Do you have any particular area in mind for a base? Not yet. Not yet. I have a couple ideas, but not yet. I do think there is one area that I think would be particularly fun, which is Purple Sands. There's a spot in Purple Sands that I think would be fun, but I got to check and see what the fucking Shrieking Bandit situation is over there, because I don't need another repeat of the new Shek Kingdom. One thing that is important to note is that we're going to be fighting both the Western Hive and the Southern Hive and the UC and the Holy Nation. So we're taking out all of them. So we want a territory that's going to give us remote access to many of them, right? Burning Forest is an option. Please talk shit to him for being short so it becomes canonical and everyone in Sentient Sands refers to Squint as small. I'm going to have to ask. Hero, shame on you pimping the wife for subscriptions. No. She's actually super excited about it. Probably. No, she thinks it's gonna be funny. She thinks it's gonna be funny. I think she said her only worry is that she's not gonna be fun to watch. But I'm gonna be like, listen, it's gonna be really funny. I promise you, it's gonna be funny. Burning forest would probably be best then, so it's centralized and somewhere in the lagoons where you can use the water to your advantage. That's true. We do. It would give us the ability to use the water as our advantage. I'm not certain if the hell was that? Oh, Traders Guild. My only concern would be the blood spiders. Oh, the blood spiders. We're gonna talk to Squint, telling me small. So, you kicked from the hive because you are so small for a soldier. Just making conversation. Question mark. I'll try to make it funny by giving bad advice. The hero will have to keep countering. Oh, dude, I'm not doing none of that. She's gonna get the full experience. The full experience. Ah, young love. Disgusting. Hero hires exclusively child soldiers this run. It's actually, yeah, it's the Cody run. It's the Cody run. I'm a hiver now, hero. Hey, Seth, what's going on? I will recruit a hiver and name him Sat. I'll do it just for you. Just for you. Squint. Size does not matter here. I was freed. The hive does not matter now. Squint, you need to, you're so one note. You're so one note. So, yes. Yes, the hive is a distant noise. Not what I meant. You're recently freed, aren't you? Haven't gained a full sense of self yet. Yes, the noise is gone. There's only quiet now. Okay, yeah, so he's recently freed is what it is. He doesn't have a sense of self yet. Very interesting. Okay, well, it'll be interesting to see that sense of self develop throughout the course of the playthrough. The bliss of the queen's pheromones have captured Sat. It's true, Sat. He's a bug. He's a hive. He exists within the hive mind. It's wonderful. I'll join you, Sat. I'm joining you. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for it. One of us. One of us. All right, let's go throw this man, or this Wah man, into a cage. Caged up. Oh, that's Nasir. That's the guy I turned in. Okay. Squint's duties don't include diplomacy. It's true. It's true. Squint is not required to perform diplomacy. That's not what he's here for. Not what he's here for. All right, so we took care of that. Got him some gear. Love that. Let's go get ourselves a better weapon. Because the one we're using is kind of ass. Kind of ass! These, get some of those out. Alright, so we have this current guardless katana here. We'll probably end up giving that to Squints, to be honest with you. Give it to Squint. So we're going to sell that temporarily. Fly back, give it to you. That. Good. Alright, join the hive. It's true. It's true. It's happening. It is happening. We got the topper. We like the topper. Hybrid between katana and a saber. Has a top-heavy balance that feels odd to a katana user, hence the name. It's fast and has a similar reach to a nodachi. Cutting damage. Can't afford it yet. Would probably afford it if I sold his clothes. The Primordial Hive mod, I like that one, but the but many patch mod was, but the hold on, but the I can't. Wow, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. But many mod patch was not out yet. I mean, I did all the patching for it myself for like animations and stuff. I did the patchings for it myself in the FCS before I started. I manually added in all of the animations that I needed and all that stuff and patched it in. Wince is the perfect name for an archer. Oh my God, you're right. It is. It is. It is the perfect name. Oh my God, you're right. You're totally right. How was I so blind? How was I so blind? We need to run back to the hub immediately. Squints is going to be an archer. There was a short discussion about Shek ladies as lovers, among other subjects. That's funny. It was. There was a slight conversation about it, but then everything kind of fell apart when the Fire Nation attacked. And by that I mean I said that I wasn't really I'm not really a Shek goon. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't goon for the Shek. Not for me, guys. No goons. No gooning. All right, back to the hub. Hero is too blind to see Squint. It's because my fucking glasses broke, man. Look at them. They're in pieces. They're broken. What do you expect from me? What do you expect from me? Have you watched ZMZ Reloaded? He does videos on the zombie survival stuff. I have not, but I'll check it out. We also realized that Chris was Hero's wife. My God. These rumors have absolutely turned. These rumors have become quite cursed. We're going to get Squint his weapon of choice. He's naturally going to be using an Eagle's Cross. I see that is the only way. Do we have bolt longs in here? We got bolt longs in here. We need long bolts. No? All right, fine. We'll use a Ranger then. We'll use a Ranger then. How much are the bolt regulars? 2-4. Okay, yeah. We'll give him that. And bolt regulars. We'll give him just a shit ton of these. Just load him right up with those. Love it. We love everything about it, my guy. And he's got his guardless katana as backup. But nice. Nice. Squint's going to be a proper Ranger. It's beautiful. Oh, man. Meanwhile, I see content creators casually throw glasses against the wall for shorts. Hero's glasses, one sneeze, they're broken now. That'll be $2,000. I know who you're talking about. I love that, man. I want you to know he's an absolute treasure. Absolute treasure. He's the reason that I annoy my wife every day about getting a cast iron juicer. I want you to know that. What is it? I hope Kenshi 2 doesn't include anthropomorphic races. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I hope not, but I don't think so. So I don't think we have to worry about that. Dear Diary, once again, I successfully advised Hero, and this time it won't end at a nudist festival of cannibal dinner. Possible. It's possible. Or it might end up in a nudist festival. We don't know. We don't know. Stream stopped and nothing is loading for me. Everything seems fine on my end. Yeah, everything's fine on my end. Might be a you thing, Sat. Might be a you thing, my guy. YouTube is feral. YouTube is definitely feral. My chat is crazy tonight. YouTube chat is crazy tonight, guys. I don't know what's going on. YouTube chat is absolutely unhinged. You guys are fucking creatures tonight. I feel like I'm on a Muffin stream. That's where this chat's going right now, man. Muffin's chat is unfucking hinged. What's the most horse-like creature on Kenshi's land and why? Beak things, because they're on 4 legs, they have long necks, and I like the idea of riding a beak thing. It's better than being pecked by a beak thing, you know? So, you know, it's there. It's there. Okay, so we have our archer now, so now we have a little bit of auxiliary support. Warhorse beak thing would go hard. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You think you're safe from the pork of crime just because you're on Twitch? Think again. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. let us continue. I think we're gonna temporarily head over towards the United Cities. I think that's the goal right now. We're gonna head towards the UC. We're gonna fight some bandits on the way, and we're gonna head towards the UC. Has anyone in lore tamed the beak thing? Not that I know of. No, not that I'm aware of. As far as I know, we haven't seen anyone with tamed beak things. But I sincerely hope that if mounts are a thing in Kenshi 2, there is a faction of cavalry that ride beak things. Excuse me. That's their whole thing. They ride beakers. That's what they do. They ride beakers. My power transcends platforms. What's the one character that's friendly with beak things in the gut? The former noble. I mean, yeah, he is technically friendly with the beak things. I guess that is true. That is true. All right, Squints, you're gonna go ahead and practice here. Start shooting. Fire away. Oh, shoot him. You have to actually hit them, good buddy. You have to actually hit them, good buddy. I'm sorry, where is my weapon? Did I accidentally sell my katana? I think I might have. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. I think I accidentally sold my katana. Oh, no, I never bought a new one. I need to take that back. Squints, give me your fucking katana. What are you doing? You don't get that. Give me that. That's mine. That's mine. All right, all right. Show them what for it mean. Beat up these fools. Love it. Squint, get better positioning. Better position yourself. Get the height bonus. Get up there. Fire away. Yeah. Squint's gonna be a crossbow master. Gonna be great. We gotta get him a lantern, though. Hero misses half the unhinged things I say, and it's the only reason I'm still a mod. As long as he doesn't watch back the stream, I'm in the clear. Let's find out. Beak Thing waifus. Beak Thing is a giraffe with murderous intent of a goose. Sometimes streams buffer on individuals. Okay, that was related to Sat's thing. What about the guy No Face, the crossbowman on the island with the gut? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he necessarily is. I don't think he's tamed beak things. He's just he lives coexists with them. I don't think they listen to him though. He just coexists with them. Beat your ass. The uwu things, forgot about those. Ugh, terrible. Hero, do you think we will see better dynamics in terms of dialogue, recruitment, and altercations with bounties in Kenshi 2? Yes, absolutely 1,000 times yes. I can confirm it. I figured he omits my comments because he wants to stay monetized. No. Sometimes I'm lost in the sauce of the game and don't see some things. It's the only thing that keeps us safe. Logic. There's a reason we're kept in rebirth. It's true. And if you guys don't simmer yourself down, then I will unfortunately have to not feed you guys again. You will receive no food cubes. Sans food cubes for you. The only way Hero will get demonetized is if he forgets to put his pants on his skeleton. Thankfully, this series, no skeletons. That's true. That's true. That's true. No, my food cubes. It's true. It's true. Sans food cubes for you. Go back in your box. With pork. Joke's on you. I've been hiding spare food cubes. He's been stealing pork's rations. Plate mace, flesh cleaver, horse chopper, topper. It's all crap. It's all crap. It's nothing but crap. We're gonna head to the way station that's over here. I think Hero forgot who could break his Streamlabs chat. Don't you do it, Pork. Did you see the guy who made real-life Kenshi food? Kenshi cooking stream when? So I do plan on doing a Kenshi cooking video at some point. It's not going to be a stream. It'll be a video. I have kids. Doing IRL streams is kind of a pain in the ass because I have kids. I guess when they're at school, maybe this fall I'll do a couple, but I do plan on doing a Kenshi cooking video and making like food cubes and stuff. Yeah, I do a lot of cooking for those of you who aren't familiar, who haven't been in the Discord, you know, who haven't membered up and joined the Discord. I do a lot of cooking, so I'm gonna give it a shot. A small thieves backpack. We'll put that on Squint. Yeah. Small thieves backpack. We'll put it on Squint. We'll put his as ammunition in there. His backpack is purely to cover his ammunition. And then we're going to buy some food for him too because he needs it. Sell those ones off. And we have 400. We should have enough to buy a couple pieces of meat. Nice. Oh, man. New playthrough? Yes, new playthrough. Hey, what's going on? Yep, new playthrough. It's a Hive playthrough. We're doing the Hive Exile playthrough. We are Hive Exiles. The Hiveless King. The Hiveless King. He does cooking for the Lo-Fi Cafeteria as a private chef as a side gig, main gig behind the Lo-Fi CEO. What a guy. Oh, man. They're on to me. My God, they're on to me. What do we got here? Yeah, man, this stream today is fucking unhinged. Unhinged, guys. Absolutely unhinged. I feel like I'm in Muffin's chat right now. That's how unhinged this has been. Muffin's chat gets fucking wild, especially when he's playing Dark Souls with when he's playing Dark Souls with Sat and some of the other ones. Muffin's chat gets absolutely unhinged. I'm going to be watching from the start, but so far I'm enjoying this. God bless my good sir. Thank you, Raiden. Do tell me how you feel about it. Drop a comment at the end. Let me know. Look, cooking too. Sometimes it takes a man to step in the kitchen to get shit done. I do all the cooking in my house. Fun fact. It's a preference. Gurgler in a sundress. Gurglers in a sundress. Yep. You nailed it. Holy Nation Outlaws. We're gonna take them too. I am sworn to carry the burdens. Yeah! I am strong. You shall never defeat me. We shall batter you like a fish stick. I see your codependent tiny hiver is malnourished. He's eating. I got him some food. Also, codependent. We don't know him enough about that. We don't know enough about him yet to know if he's codependent. He probably is codependent. You're statistically speaking, you're correct, but we don't know that for certain yet. Over here. Start shooting. Yeah. We got that range on us. Get shot. You see that? You get shot. You fuck around, you get shot by Squint. Fuck around, get shot by Squint. Happens. How it be? And now you're gonna get punched. He just tried to box him. You see that shit? He's trying to box him. And he knocks him out. Look at that. We love it. We love it. We love it. That's what we love to see. Let's try out a new mod load order. Wish me luck. I'm wishing you all the luck in the world, my friend. I hope your game it runs crisp. Runs crisp. I have to get to a point in my story where I'll need a gurgler and I'll do it. Oh God. Unhinged. Unhinged. How far down the rabbit hole have we fallen, guys? How far have we sunk? Quite far. I'm unfortunately certain at this point. Quite far, quite far. I must say, Squint is absolutely killing it. He's absolutely killing it. I'm proud of the little man. Too far down the rabbit hole, it's true. Thanks, man. Are you using mods right now? I am. I am. I will have the mod order, like the load order for this playthrough, up by probably tomorrow. Probably with it by tomorrow. I'll have it up by tomorrow. And I'll have the collection on Steam for download. So one-click download, just copy and paste the load order into your mod.cvg, and you'll be good to CFG. Sorry, and you'll be good to go. Would have fared better with a helmet, I would think so, but limitations of Hiver genome prevent lukewarm IQ. I'll have you know that I actually have a mod that gives Hivers helmets. They're just unique helmets. Good sir, we've not fallen far enough. More falling, brothers and sisters. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's happening. It's happening. Y'all are out of control. Were you guys Holy Nation Outlaws? How many of them? 4? 5? Get our practice in. They might beat us, but that's okay. Squint's over there fighting 3 of them. Martial arts style. Crazy style. Probably going to get fucked up. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he can take 3 of them, but he's going to try. He's going to try. He's going to try. Crazy style. Take a look into the collection. What will you name it? Something Hive related, I'm sure. Something Hive related. Once it's up, I'll post it. It'll be available. Jesus Christ, they almost took him down. Beat his ass is what they did. Ah, they're battering us. The roll, guys, the roll. Did you see the roll? He's straight rolling. Ah, they knocked him out. Had to be done. It's okay. It's all right. We'll pick ourselves up. We'll go pick up our boy. Okay, we're going to go up to... I believe there's a paint shop to the north here that we can go to. That we'll be able to rest up at. What's good, my good man? Indeed. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to whatever this is. I have a theory that supposes so, but Chris struck me down in the Q&A. What are we talking about? Adillo, is there a possibility the kaiju's descendants being deep in the ocean, living in the deeps of the ocean? I don't think that the kaiju... I mean, they might... Listen, they might... There's a possibility. We don't know. Maybe. But I will say that... what is it? The kaiju likely couldn't exist now anyway because the atmospheric changes that have occurred as a result of... the terraforming that took place when the First Empire, colonized the moon. The terraforming efforts would have deeply changed the atmospheric composition, which would have changed the flora. And as a result of the flora changing and the atmosphere itself changing, mega creatures and megafauna like the kaiju likely would not be able to sustain themselves on Kenshi as it is now. So I don't believe that there are still kaiju on Kenshi. I think that the kaiju that remained evolved, and they evolved to be better suited to their environment, and they turned into what we see now as the Leviathan. I think the Leviathans are a smaller form of kaiju that have evolved over time to be better suited to their environment. That is my thought on the circumstance. Do we have anything here that we can give to Squint? Kaijus made of diamonds like Hobbs said? Maybe, but no. Kanasubo, Nada Naginata, Moonsickle, Topper, Umayari, the Giant Tachi, Blade Sick, Lawn Sword, Crack Saber, the Tessin, the Tessin. Give him a fan. Have him fight with a fan. One of those guys that fights with a fan. No, we just need we need something small that we can give him that he will fit in his small hand there. In his waist spot. The Tachi, we'll give him a Tachi. Give him this shiny Tachi. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. There may be other sea creatures too. I do think that there are going to be oh, another guardless katana, actually. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. I do think that there are going to be sea creatures. Like, I think that the idea of having large sea creatures like whales and shit would be cool. Having to fight them off in the waters on boats. But I don't know if I'm going to say that there are kaiju. If there are, maybe like one kaiju, right? Like a unique boss encounter. A unique encounter. Like the Mega Raptor. Or, you know, the King Gorilla or the Great White Gorilla. Instead, you have like some kind of mega like squid or something. Or like a whale. Giant fucking whale. Oh, man. Would love boat play in Kenshi 2 would make sense. We have reason to believe that there's going to be boats. There's a lot more evidence to support the idea of boats than there is there's not going to be boats. And the dev team have been remarkably silent about the inclusion of boats, so we'll see. You know, you think that if there wasn't going to be boats, and the community is so dead set on the process, on the pretense that there's going to be boats, you'd think that they'd be like, hey guys, there's not gonna be boats. Like I don't want to set that expectation. I don't want you guys all to be sitting here expecting boats and then it comes out and there's not boats. Like, they don't want to reveal things, of course, but also like when the entire community says, hey, there's going to be boats, it would be smart, in my opinion, in terms of marketing, if there wasn't going to be boats, to curb that before it spread so far. And so far, they've chosen to not do that. They've chosen to let that rumor continue and propagate, you know, to the point that it is now, where it's almost like everyone's kind of just like, no, we're getting boats. Like, it's happening, you know? But you know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't define a mega crab and raptor as kaiju. They're far too small. Oh, no, I know that. I'm just saying, like, when I was discussing them, I wasn't using them as, like, an example of, like, a kaiju. I was saying, like, a unique boss encounter in the same sense as the mega raptor or like, the mega crab or stuff like that. Like, there's only one of them, right? Like, it's like an alpha encounter, right? So imagine, like, a unique boss encounter in the same vein with a kaiju in the oceans of Kenshi, in the seas of Kenshi. That was my point. I was saying that to Pork, not you. Okay, all right. My bad. Listen, chat's moving really quick tonight. I'm having a hard time playing the game and keeping up with chat. This is one of the first times this has happened too. I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat and playing the game at the same time. It's funny. So the entire community is saying you work for Lo-Fi. By the same logic... it's funny. You funny. That's funny. Is this week Tengu's Vault Week? No, that is next week. That is next week. We did episode 10, double digits, baby. Episode 10 of Tengu's Vault was last week. We talked about... the biomes of Kenshi. The biomes of Kenshi. We got Razor here. See if we can get Razor on board. Are you the Hiver? Are you the soldier known as... the soldier drone known as Razor? See if we can get his attention here. You think someone will be ballsy enough to do an Elder Scrolls Skyrim overhaul for Kenshi 2 when it releases? Probably. Probably. Are you the Hiver known as Razor? There, it's still propagating. It takes a second. First line of discussion with any NPC takes half a second. We're going to see if we can get him on board. Give us a little extra. Little extra. Somebody's been working on an Elder Scrolls conversion for Kenshi. No, I recall races being released. I don't think it was a full conversion, but they do have the races. I've seen Argonians. Actually, there's one that adds in the orcs and the elves and stuff, and then I've seen a separate mods that add in the Argonians and the Khajiit. So maybe. My name is Razor, but don't expect me to cry about it. No, that was just Luke. That was just the way Luke talked. Just the way Luke talked. Do you think the skin spiders are a sub-race of hivers? I always get that vibe like they're lost cousins. I think that the skin spiders are the rejected attempts at creating the hivers originally by the Bugmaster during the fall of the Second Empire. I think that they were the genetic rejects, the failed experiments. Razor, do you respond? Aye, that's the name they gave me after the hive mind cut me loose. What's it to you? There we go. That's what we want. That's what we wanted. I am the same as you. The hive mind abandoned me and cast me out as an exile. As such, I became the exile. I have heard rumors of your skills, Razor. I come to ask you to join me as a fellow exile against the oppressive force of the queens. See what he has to say to that. Let's see what he has to say to that. You think the Bugmaster got informed consent from all of his test subjects prior to testing and the ethics board approval? No. No, I think that's part of the problem. I think the Shek experiments were done ethically, but without the knowledge of the patients. But I think the Hiver experiments were kidnapped, and they were done rigorously and aggressively. I've heard that name whispered in the dust, an exile with a plan. So you're building a kingdom for the Hiveless to tear down the queens? That's a fight worth a blade. Dude, yes! The exile has a reputation. He has a reputation. Do you hear that shit? He's got a reputation. They know who he is. They know what he's about. An exile with a plan. You're building a kingdom for the Hiveless to tear down the queens. That's a fight worth a blade. I'm glad you, approve. I fight for all of our kind against those who would control us. So are you in? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude, he joined! Yes! And it was a Sentient Sans join. I didn't even have to force him to with /join. He joined in on his own. We love it. We fucking love it. Outstanding. I'm in. The blade needs a purpose. This one suits me fine. Hell yeah. Got that aura, baby. I like that he joined without me having to use /join too. That's hella cool. Hella cool, man. Hella cool. Nice. All right, so we got Razor. That gives us a bit more of an edge in combat. Downside, he does have a United Cities bounty, but we'll just have to be careful about that. That's fine. Hell yeah. Why does he have a bounty? He does. Razor is a bountied NPC. He has a 10,000 cat bounty by the United Cities. Love it. Oh, man. Okay. Welcome to the Hiveless. The Hiveless. Small. This small fellow here is Squint. Aye, a soldier and a drifter. Good. The Hive taught us to stand in line. Now we stand together. Dude, I love it. I love it. I love it. We are going to have to pop over to Catan at some point because there's a particular weapon type that I want from Catan, but I think we're going to spend some time here in the Black Desert trying to get some money, getting some money. I think we're going to spend some time here getting some money so we don't have to worry about the acid rain. What mod lets him type of responses? Oh, Sentient Sands. Sentient Sands. Hey, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Gonna go free Ray? I will free all the Hivers. All the Hivers. We're gonna free everybody. The Exile stands to defend the Hive. We know how Razor got his bounty. It's on his bounty sheet. Yeah, he stole from Tengu. Yeah, he's a thief. He's a thief. I assume because you only had the Exile this time, you didn't have to write a truly in-depth backstory. No, I wrote like something really quick. Like it's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Something real quick about it. I gave the faction more backstory, to be honest, than the Exile himself. Are we Deadlands basic? Not currently. Is there a mod list anywhere? So for this playthrough, not yet. There will be as of tomorrow. I just haven't gotten it put together yet. However, I have plenty of other mod lists that are available on the Steam Workshop. If you go to collections and type in hero in his head under collections, all one word, capitalize each word though. So like capital hero, no space, capital in, no space, capital his, etc. It'll pop in as with all of my collections. I've got like 4 or 5 in there so far. I do one for every live stream series that I do. I make a collection for. All right, so we're immune to acid. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to these razors quick as balls, man. Fast as hell. Basing the Deadlands is sketchy. A lot of particles. Yeah, the Deadlands is Deadlands is not a great place for me to base. I tend to crash a lot when I try to do that. Tend to crash a lot. Using unique Hiver armor from personalized armor sets. I'm using Hivers expanded for 1, and I'm also using. Are they following the Exile? They are. Nice. Okay, so we'll grab them. We're mostly coming in here to get supply. This is a temporary thing anyway. We're just going to let them follow us and take advantage of the chaos. I'm using a couple different armor sets, though. I have a plan for the armor set that I'm going to use in the long run on this. Being forced out. How annoying. The motor's there. Fantastic. Let's go up top. Razor, what's your lock picking? Not good. Not great. Not great. No, it is not. What you got here? End of the Empire storage, a book, tools. We got tools though, and with tools, we can break this fucking thing open. Go 20 times speed for this. Found all 4 of them. Thanks. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's called the Deadlands because it makes you want to kill your PC. To be honest, the swamp is worse. The swamp is worse. The swamp's way worse in terms of PC death. Skim Sands is really bad too, like the Spine Canyon and all that stuff. Oh my god, fucking terrible for your PC. Terrible. Glorified death sentence is what that is. I based there on my Nugget Mafia playthrough, and it was nothing short of an unmitigated disaster. Fucking terrible. Hey, Hero, I've just been getting into Kenshi, and I hear a lot about the legendary hero Arc. But have you found but I found almost no lore on him. Have you made any videos talking about him? So the thing about Arc is that there's a lot of information about, like in terms of like rumors about him, the legendary hero and stuff, but none of the lore was actually established. We don't know anything about him, really. There's speculation that he may have been the one that killed off the Dead Hive Queen at one point, but even that's purely just like fan speculation. The lore on him, as far as we know, was never actually finished. He had big plans, but it was never implemented when they made the game. So I've looked into him a little bit, but it's hard because Unlike some of the other factions where it's like, yeah, I can, come up with a story and kind of put the evidence together and figure out like how it may have looked. With Ark, we know that he's just underdeveloped. His story wasn't fully developed. Um, so it's kind of tough. But so with Ark in particular, no. He is the leader of Mongrel. That's really it. It's kind of all we have on him. Sell those for now because we're not going to be basing quite yet. Skeleton repair because we don't need that. Okay. This is what we want right here. The Wailing Moon. This is the weapon that we're going to be using. That's what we're going to be using. Yeah, do they have one that's not 33,000 though? Because that'd be pretty fucking cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to make up that fundage. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make up that. Mongrel's got to be one of my favorite cities in Kenshi. Oh, it's easily one of my favorite cities in Kenshi. Do you think there's any correlation between that one skeleton and the loading screen and the Hive Queen? They have the same head shape with the tubes on their head. Yes, I do. So I have long since theorized that the Hivers were created at the end of the Second Empire by Catlon. They appeared at the end of the Second Empire. That's canon. But we don't know where they came from. I believe that they were created by Catlon using the Bugmaster as his geneticist. And the reason why they were created was to deal with the problems that the Second Empire was facing at the end of the Empire. They were there to deal with famine. Hivers don't need to eat as much. Were able to deal with radiation and rotten food and all that stuff, and tainted crops because the Hivers can eat rotten food. They're immune to acid. They're immune to weather effects. They're easily controllable via a hive mind. They're easily replicable because all they need is the queen and some bioorganic material to pump out new hivers, right? Because of how they reproduce. All of that stuff. The hiver queens are half organic, half robotic, right? They have a built-in incubator unit into their body that kind of implies that they were not created naturally. They were created artificially. Because if you alter something's genes so much and change what it is functionally, after a while it won't be able to reproduce anymore. They gave it an artificial womb to make it able to reproduce. And the other big thing is that the Hivers all have a direct one-for-one correlated copy, a version that coincides with the skeletons. The soldier drones look like the soldier bots for the skeletons. The only difference is that the soldier drones have their head is side to side, whereas the soldier bots it's forward and backwards. The normal skeletons have a more square, like rectangular shaped head, straight up and down. The most preeminent version of skeletons, which were the engineers, the worker drones, have that same similar shape head. The P4 units, the managerial classes, think like Elder, think like Catlon in its current state and all that stuff, has the rounded head. Hive Princes, the more intelligent managerial class, the rounded heads. They function the same. They have the same purpose. The skeleton that is in the loading screen presumably was the concept art version of Catlon. He had his own unique model. He had his own concept art model, right? He was the king skeleton, the unique king skeleton, the emperor skeleton, the leader. Well, there is a version of the queens, a version of the Hivers, that looks exactly like that model that would serve the same role. The role being the queens, right? The leader skeletons, the leader Hivers, right? So it functions exactly the same. And recently, I realized that the Screamer units look damn near similar to the Gurglers, too. And so I think the Gurglers may have been a failed attempt at creating Hivers, or they had some other purpose. They had an alternative purpose. Yeah. Hello, I come to ask about a video. The Skeleton Revolution. Was it really a misunderstanding? They apologized in the Black Desert City, but maybe it's a general regret. Do you think the obedience was a willing event? I think the obedience was a willing event. I think that the behemoths went down there willingly. If you're talking about the Skeleton Revolution, when I talked about the real crimes of the skeletons, that theory was not one that I necessarily fully subscribed to, even when I wrote it, right? Like my opinions on the lore and my theories have changed over the years and things have adapted. That one in particular, I wrote as a suggestion from that somebody else had made to me on Reddit at one point. And I came up, it was a plausible theory. That one was one where I was kind of half in. It was more like a like a discussion piece more than like a, hey, this is the story. It was a discussion piece. I personally do not believe that it was a misunderstanding. I think the skeletons in the Black Desert City have regret, but it's not regret because of the failed revolution. I think it's a regret because they tried to wipe out humanity once, attempted to fix it, and only made things significantly worse. That's why they apologize. So that's what that is. I do think that obedience was a willing event. I think that they marched down there. I think it was willing in the sense that they walked into the pit willingly. I don't think the behemoths knew they were going to be decommissioned, right? I don't think that they went down there and like, yeah, they're about to melt us down. They're about to fucking melt us down. I don't think that's what happened. I think they went down into the pit willingly. And I think that them being destroyed was not something they knew was going to happen. Which is why it looks like they were trying to claw their way out. They were trying to pull their way out. So that's my thought on that. But that particular video, the true crimes of the skeleton video, old video, and I genuinely made it as a discussion piece more than anything else. It was meant to encourage discussion and potentially come up with alternative ideas for what may or may not have happened. Always much interpretation on theories. Always appreciated. Frankly, I don't want to believe it was a misunderstanding. At least then the humans deserved it. Maybe also the kill command to skeletons too. I don't. Yeah, I think. I don't know. It's it's interesting. I don't think it was a misunderstanding. No. Yeah, I don't think it was a misunderstanding. No. Like I said, that video was largely made as a discussion piece more than anything else. Not that I necessarily identify with it. And it's, what is it? You said the Wailing Moon is a hacker class? It is. It is. I thought it was going to be Katana. I haven't actually looked at the weapon yet in-game, so I didn't know it was going to be a hacker class. It's a hacker class. Either way, I want to use that. I'm going to use that. That's what I'm going to use, okay? That's the thing. We need to go get some more money, though. God damn it. God damn it. We need more money. Oh, shit. Our drones are over here fighting these guys. I forgot all about this. Yeah, they're going to run right up here and start a conflict, aren't they? Yep. They're about to get their ass beat. This place is one of the hardest places to rob. Sneak. Gonna do it, though. We gonna do it, though. What are the chances? 31. Ooh, those are bad chances. 31. My God, real bad. Real bad. Man. Props to the dialogue and the lore. Everyone feels so alive in the world they barely understand. Indeed. Indeed. What mod is this Red Hiver from in the logo? Oh, this is our titular character. He's from the Primordial Hive mod. The Radiant Hive mod, I mean. Sorry, the Radiant Hive mod. Everything's locked up like Fort fucking Knox, man. Yeah, no chance. No chance. We don't stand any chance of stealing. Unfortunate. Level up that thievery. Yeah, no, we're not going to stand a chance here. Razor has decent stats. What is his thievery? 1. It's okay. He has an assassination skill, but not a thievery skill. Good to know. Yeah, we don't stand a chance. The funny part is there's literally one fucking skeleton in here. There's one skeleton in here. Just that one guy, and we'd still get caught. We'd still get caught. It's crazy. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. We're gonna head out of here. We need more money. I gotta get that weapon for our boy here. So we're gonna go peruse around for a little while in the ruins here of the Black Desert. Peruse around in the ruins of the Black Desert. See what we can find. Sure we can find something. What are you? Oh, old machine. See, I'm sure we can find something, and we did. And we did. Arm joints, iron plates. Love it. We love everything about it. Build up that strength. The way Lo-Fi made the story makes me feel like actual tech hunter trying to understand the world of Kenshi. Yeah, so like Kenshi's lore is very disjointed, but one of the benefits of having such a disjointed lore like that and disjointed story is that it feels very real, right? And that's something that I think a lot of games get wrong. is they make everything so visually apparent and clear. It's one of those things that I've only seen. I've seen very few creators, very few like devs and stuff get right, where they manage to make the game feel very like the history of the world, the game and the world feel very very real, right? Miyazaki is really good at that. He's one of the ones that I consider to be really really good at that. And like it's just I don't know, like oh shit, we're crashing. Look at that. Love Kenshi. Okay, no big deal. Load back in. The unreliable narrator of Kenshi is one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite motifs in gaming in general. It's such a great thing. Like it's just a great tool to use. It makes the world feel real. How locked in is our date for the Kenshi 2 timeline? Is about 1,000 years prior, right? We'll be seeing earlier hives. Yeah, I mean we'll be seeing earlier hives. We'll almost certainly be seeing earlier hives. Would import. Yeah, we'll be seeing the earlier versions of the hives because they didn't appear in the lore until the end of the Second Empire. So we'll be seeing them right after they appeared, like right at the beginning of their time on Kenshi as we know it in history proper. And we're also going to get the official origins of the Hivers as well. That's been confirmed by Chris in an AMA a couple of years ago on Reddit. So that's pretty cool too. Okay, yeah, we gotta sell that crap off. Is Gwent starving again? No. Exile's starving again. They get that man some foobs. We need a little bit of food. Oh, yes, we do. What you got? Exile, Razor. Sell this crap. There we go. I'm not gonna spend 1,000. Full of Gohan. That'll do. Nice. That'll keep me fed. Good. Kotaku, Lo-Fi employee confirms we're getting Hiver Origins turn gameplay stream. I mean, Chris said it. He said it, not me. Given Lo-Fi could have gone anywhere with the lore they wanted to. Do you know why they chose to make a prequel instead of a sequel? I do. There's two reasons why a prequel makes more sense than a sequel. By making a prequel, it means that anything that you did in Kenshi 1 is not locked in. You don't there has an established canon created for Kenshi 1. Right? There's not an established canon created for Kenshi 1. Additionally, by going backwards, you get to see some of the world with a slightly more elevated version of tech. It'll justify the improvement in tech around the world because the Second Empire had slightly more elevated tech than they did on Kenshi. Also, based on the lore, the landscape is wildly different. Can't fucking talk tonight. Based on the lore, the landscape is wildly different. So it allows them, by going backwards in time, they can change the landscape in a way that has already been justified and talked about, foreshadowing. They can prevent creating a canonized ending for Kenshi 1 because, you know, we're going backwards, not forward. And in addition to that, it'll justify the elevated tech. Did I already say justify the elevated tech in the first one? I may have. Either way, it just makes more sense. It makes more sense. He is a mod that gives traders more stuff in cats. I do, yeah. I get really annoyed late game when traders only have like 4,000 cats no matter where you fucking go. And as a result of that, you like higher what is it, like larger items and stuff you can't sell. Like there's some items that just have so much value you can't sell them. It pisses me off. I don't have a preference of sequel or prequel. By that logic, doesn't that mean that anything doing Kenshi 2 is predetermined by Kenshi 1? No, because the way that Kenshi operates is think of it like in the same way that Total War functions, right? Total War functions by taking a snapshot in time. And then when you're playing the game, your story is independent but exists within that snapshot. So basically it'll say, the game starts at the year 500 AD. And anything that happens after that is part of your game, and it doesn't affect anything that happens afterwards because it's its own snapshot in time. Kenshi works the same way. What we see on Kenshi 1 is a snapshot in time of of where things are. Everything that we do is non-canon as a player, right? That's why whenever I do any of my lore investigations, as much as people like to bring it up and give me shit for it, I never include player interaction or player intervention in any of my lore videos or discussions, any of my what ifs or discussions or anything like that. And I don't do it because the player does not fucking exist. The player doesn't exist. You can't do that. It just doesn't exist. The player doesn't exist. And so Kenshi 1 exists in a snapshot in time, right? By going backwards, you're taking an earlier snapshot in time, but anything you do doesn't matter because it doesn't actually exist in the timeline. It's a snapshot of where history was at that moment, say 900 years ago or 1,000 years ago, and then your game exists as its own timeline, right? And we know where things go in the canon because it ends in Kenshi 1, but if they were to go forward, they would be creating an established canon for Kenshi 1. Because it would mean that there's a snapshot in the future that this is where things were, and then everything we do is non-canon. It prevents a canonized ending of Kenshi 1 by going backwards. Undoubtedly, you can try your best to do a canon run in Kenshi 2, and that could be a fun little challenge, but otherwise I wouldn't think too much on it. Literally. The whole point of it is that it's a snapshot, and your run exists independently from the canon, but by going backwards, they don't create a canon for Kenshi 1, if that makes sense. So that means technically that once you start playing Kenshi 2, that means Kenshi 1 isn't canon to your Kenshi 2 run. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Unless you want it to be, right? And that's the joy of how it works. Bethesda lore reasons for the games is the dragon breaks. Exactly. Exactly. Someone asked me about the grog. Someone do that? Yeah, the grog in the Black Desert City is a Futurama reference. There's a bunch of those in Kenshi. Agnew is a Futurama reference. The grog in Kenshi is a Futurama reference. The idea is that, like, the skeletons sit around drinking all day. That's how they power themselves or keep themselves from rusting or deteriorating. It's all a Futurama reference. Agnew is a Futurama reference because Agnew is named after Chris Hunt's bike, and the bike is named after Spiro Agnew from Futurama. And he named his bike after that because of the proclivity for making loud noises and being uncontrollable. There's a lot of Futurama references in Kenshi. That's just one of them. It's a bit like what the Games Workshop has done with Horus Heresy. Yeah, kind of. But yeah, by setting Kenshi in the past, they prevent creating a canonized ending to Kenshi 1 because of the way that the game functions in terms of a timeline. So nothing that you do in Kenshi 2 is considered canon. The only thing that's canon is the state of the world in the second that you load in. Just like in Kenshi 1, the only thing that is technically canon is the state of the world the moment that you load in. World states give you a decent glimpse onto hypotheticals, but even then, they're still just hypotheticals, you know? The only thing that's canon is the world upon the moment you load in. Grog is also what we call piss in Australia. It's true. It's true. It's true. Grog is what we call Bush Light here in Australia. Except when I'm not in Australia. And it's not grog. But Bush Light is piss. Or PBR. Ugh, disgusting. You think someone would actually make Kenshi 1 overhaul mod for Kenshi 2? No need. The going plan, if I recall correctly, is they're going to make Kenshi 2 on Unreal 5, and then after Kenshi 2 is done and they've supported it for a while, the plan is to eventually recreate Kenshi 1 in Unreal 5 as well. They're going to do like a Kenshi 1 remaster. And then I don't know if this is a guaranteed plan, but I think after that, the plan is, I think they're going to end up starting a new IP, or they're going to make a whole different game in the universe, but it's not going to be like Kenshi 3, so. I don't think that we're going to get a Kenshi 3 at any point. I think Kenshi 2 is the sequel. Kenshi Remaster comes after that, and then, you know, we go from there. We're going to head over this way, actually. That's what we're going to do. Get out of the Black Desert. We'll come back once we have some more money. Once we have some more money. Money, money. I won't live long enough for a new IP. They take their time, but at least they make games that can keep you busy in the meantime, you know? Excuse me. Oh man, Real Grog is actually decent, unlike every American lager and IPA. I do not like IPAs. I'm not one of those guys who's like a fucking giant, twit about IPAs. I don't really like IPAs. I don't think anybody likes IPAs. I'll be honest with you. They taste like fucking pennies to me. I think IPAs are fucking disgusting. Wanted to share my thanks and support for all the lore and history breakdowns on Kenshi. Keep up the good work, bro. You have all of our support. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it, my guy. Much appreciated. Absolutely fucking goated. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. I got a 40-minute video coming out next week. I got a 40-minute video. It's a what if video coming out next week. Do we even know if the entire First Empire is gone? What if the rest of the government they were part is still going strong? We don't know. We don't know. They could be out there in the cosmos for sure. Oh man, I like IPAs. I like them as a bearded man. Bearded man bun guy started drinking them before the bearded man buns guy started drinking them. I'm an OG hipster. I think I've had like one IPA in my life that I've ever enjoyed, and it was a local brew that I can't name because it'll dox myself. But it was a local brew that had made their own take on an IPA, like they had made their own IPA. I personally, I don't know. I think that IPAs they taste like metal. They taste like pennies to me. Like it tastes like you're eating pennies. I am more of like a lager or a cider guy. I love hard ciders. I'll fuck hard ciders up for days. Hard ciders are where it's at. I'll drop a hard cider any day, every day. But you have to also remember that too. I'm from New York, and one of our primary exports is apples. So like we have some of the best cider like orchards and cider distilleries in the country here. I mean, we've got some seriously good cider here in New York. Seriously good ciders here. Alrighty. What are these guys? Guts? These are guts. There's a scientific fact that tolerance and enjoyment of bitterness increases with age. IPAs are bitter, which is why most men don't like them. That's probably why older men tend to prefer whiskeys. I'm also not a huge whiskey guy. Whiskey, all that stuff. I don't know. I like simple stuff. I don't know. I like simple stuff. I'm also not ashamed to admit it. Like I'll be totally honest with you guys. I like myself some fruity drinks. I'm always down with a fruity drink, man. I like a fruity drink. I'm totally good with it. Shit's delicious. Shit's absolutely fucking delicious. Give me something with strawberries or lemon in it, dude. I'm fucking good to go. Let's get it done, man. Shit's delicious. I shouldn't have to wince when I'm drinking. Hell yeah, dude. I love myself a fruity drink. Let's fucking go. Drop a daiquiri every day. I don't even care. I don't even care. Give me a fucking anything. I'll take all of it, dude. Let's go. Margaritas, let's go. What's your favorite food drink combo? My wife picks on me heavily for this because it's super weird. I do not know why I do this. But I have a certain craving that happens when I'm eating any kind of pasta. When I'm eating like spaghetti or lasagna or any kind of pasta, with red sauce specifically. If I'm eating any kind of red sauce, I want orange juice, and I don't fucking know why. I don't know why. I like dropping acid on acid, apparently. But like, yeah, for some reason, when I'm eating pasta, I crave orange juice. I don't know what it is. My wife picks on me for it. She says it's absolutely insane. She gives me so much shit for it, and I understand. But yeah, it's super odd. Super odd. Yeah, very weird. Get this man a pint of orange juice. I also, let me tell you, one of my favorite drinks, dude, I love some fucking, I love me a screwdriver was my go-to when I would travel for work. They'd ask me, like, because again, I'm not a huge whiskey guy. So they'd be like, "Oh, what do you want to drink?" And I'd be like, "Ah, just give me a screwdriver. It's fine. It's orange juice and vodka. It's easy. It's cheap. It's easy. It's tastes fine." I absolutely destroy fucking what's it called? It's why am I brain farting on this? I had like a ton of my buddy's wedding like 6 years ago. You have them with brunch. Why am I brain farting on this? It's like one of my favorite drinks. What am I talking about? You have them with brunch. It's prosecco and fucking it's orange juice and prosecco. What is it? It's am I stupid? What, mimosa. Thank you. Fuck. Fuck. I couldn't remember what it was. Yes. It's a mimosa. I fuck with a mimosa. Dude, I love me a good mimosa. Let's go. It's a mimosa. Yeah, it's a mimosa. Or anything with mango. Anything with mango. Dude, I'm always down with some mango too. Actually, fun fact, guys, this is so funny. I went to a work retreat back when I was still working in private investigations, okay? I went to a work retreat. For those of you who don't know, I used to be, before I started doing YouTube full time, I was a junior vice president of account management for a company that did private investigations, and I specialized in insurance fraud. So I went to a lot of corporate events. I'd go to a lot of seminars, a lot of fucking like stuff like that. A lot of corporate retreats and meetings and all that stuff. The whole nine, conventions and all that jive. So at one time we did this big corporate retreat down in Florida, and when we were down there, I wanted a mimosa. Everyone's drinking. There's like 50 of us. I wanted to drink, and so I was like, I want a mimosa, and they were like, we don't have any prosecco. And so I went up to the bar counter, grabbed a bottle of white wine, just like random white wine, and poured it into a cup of orange juice. And everyone looked at me weird. And then I told them that I called it a gas station mimosa, and it was one of the funniest things that I've ever done during a convention. Yeah, I called it my gas station mimosa because it's just white wine and orange juice. It was a funny time. It was a funny time. Let's sell off these animal claws. Had to be done. White wine and orange juice is a gas station mimosa. They didn't have any Prosecco. What are you supposed to do? What's a guy supposed to do? They didn't have champagne, or else I would have used it. Did Port crash the chat? No, the chat's good. Chat's good. Chat's good. Chat's all good. I still see it. It's still there. My friends watched one of your streams and stared me straight in the face and asked, is he bald? Yes. As a matter of fact, I am. I'm going to be drinking tomorrow for Muffin Stream. Thursdays are my Friday. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe I'll drink tomorrow for Muffin Stream. I'm going to be streaming with Muffin tomorrow on Thursdays like I always do. So Thursdays I play Elden Ring with Muffin, and maybe we'll have a couple of Duranques. Bro genuinely couldn't tell. How can you not tell? I exude bald energy. What do you mean? What do you mean? I sold out to Big Bald, baby. I exude bald energy, I feel like. I don't know how you could not tell that I'm bald. Bodyguards 2000. Nice, let's go. Let's go. I don't like laughing at bald people, dude. That's bad mojo, man. All right, we got some slave traders over here. Some slave traders. We're going to go deal with them. Here, you do not admit baldness once you haven't quoted Limp Bizkit. Will you be drinking on or from Muffin Stream? Both. So Muffin and I both stream together at the same time on Thursdays. So we play Elden Ring together, and he streams and I stream at the same time. Man wears headphones over his cap. He has zero comments. I wear headphones over my hat because then I don't get a head indent, right? I don't get the head indent. If I had hair, it wouldn't bother me as much, but I don't, and I can't cover that shit up. So I don't want to have a head indent. Have a head indent. So instead, I wear my headphones over my hat, and now I can stream for as long as I want, and I don't have a fucking indent on my head. I don't want to. I don't want to run around looking like a lima bean. Okay, I don't want to be a lima bean. I'll pass. Thank you very much. Where's my mercenaries at? Where are my mercenaries at? There they are. All right, we're gonna say we got ninjas on us. Squint's got to back up. We got to get him out of the line of fire. Get out of here. There we go. All right, so Exile's fighting. Razor's fighting. Razor's actually got pretty good stats. We can take the gear off these guys, too, once we beat them. Got our mercenaries here to help us out. Taking a bit of a beating, but that's fine. Razor's getting overwhelmed. It's all good, though. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love, baby. It's all love. Head over to Squint. He's got to move. I don't know why he keeps pulling aggro. Muffin streams are so much fun. He's good people. Dude, he is. He is. He is. He is. Lima bean. It's true. It's true. Oh, man. I have a thick mane, so I got it. I kind of got that naturally. Not bragging. It's funny. Oh, man. I will most likely be in both chats again. It actually stresses me out because Muffin reads my comments, and I feel like he's taking over stream with my omniscience. It's true. It's true. Muffin streams are so much fun. He's good people. Muffin is for good people. It's fucking hilarious, man. We love Muffin. Hero also asked why you keep talking about Kenshi. Oh, man, it's funny. When your career goes triple platinum, are you gonna buy Chris a beer for making Kenshi? Dude, I would buy Chris a beer today. I'd buy him a beer today for making Kenshi. If the day ever comes when they want me to come out to, go out to Bristol or the UK into the offices and like meet the team proper, dude, I'd fucking in a heartbeat, do it in a heartbeat. Buy them all a drink. Buy them all a pint. That's what I would do. Yes, I would. I like that the Exile here actually has worse stats than Razor, but he's actually doing better in terms of combat. Our mercenary is doing okay. I don't know how we're doing. Good combat training for the Exile though. How's Squint doing? He's still shooting. He's still shooting. Razor's got to get that leg fixed up, man. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, man. Could you buy me a beer? If the day ever comes when they want me to come out to Bristol, Hero confirming he works from home. I want to buy a beer. Sadly, I'm 14. Yeah, you got to wait for that, my buddy. You got to wait for that. Bristol is a very pretty city, and the canals are gorgeous and industrial charm kind of way. I'd really recommend it if you ever get the chance. So my wife is dead set that she wants to move out there, which is funny because like Lo-Fi, obviously their offices are out there, and yeah, I mean if the opportunity ever came where I did get the chance to work for Lo-Fi, I'd probably end up moving out there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd probably end up moving there. I'd probably end up selling my house and moving there. I could sell my house. I could walk away with a nice tidy profit. My house is valued at double what I bought it for now. And I could probably walk away with a nice tiny profit and move over there. It'd be good to go. But, if the day ever comes, then it'll be cool. I've been thinking about making my Magnum Zoolander mask. I'm going to make biblically accurate beat mask. I want to see if I can gift it to Chris. Dude, do it. For the love of God, do it. Send it. Send it. Send it. Saw the Radiant Hive thumbnail and immediately locked in. I love these guys. I'm having a blast with them already. Honestly, having a blast with them already. Exiles down. Our forces are not doing well. They are not doing well. Pick up our guy here. We gotta move. Down. All right. First aid. He's here as well, but he's unconscious. He should be okay. First things first, though, we got to get the exile up and running. You'll miss the food, hero. Trust me. Pack a bag of seasonings. It's like hell out there. Dude, listen. I can make do with it. I can make do with it. I'll make do. I'm a competent chef. I'm a competent chef. I can make my own food and be fine. For those of you who have seen my food in the Discord, I assure you I can cook well enough that I think I'd be fine. I'd be the most popular house on the block is what I would do. I'd be the most popular house on the block. I'd be cooking all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Everybody in the neighborhood would be like, what's that delicious smell? What is that shit? And it was me. Australian Kazoon is pretty much if the Brits knew what flavor was. Yeah. Just load up, dude. Hero made sushi last food, I believe. I did. I made sushi. I made pretty damn good looking sushi, if I do say so myself. It was actually only a first and second time making sushi, so it came out really good, given the circumstance. Pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that there, sushi. Pretty proud of that there, sushi. Go try to grab Razor. Got to get out of here. Our mercenaries got absolutely fucking bodied by those Black Desert Ninja. Nice. How we doing? Grab that. Dade, we'll get him all repaired. Nice. All right, so we need to get back to that way station right away. Gotta rest up. What the hell did we just get attacked by? Peasant farmers? Ah, yes, rebel farmers. How annoying. How long are we down? Not long. You up. All right. Train that strength. That's what we're going to do. We're going to train that strength. Bad. All right. I can tell you, I'm going to have a hard time reading that one. I can tell you, am some boiled egg and mac and cheese. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I have no idea what you just said. I have no fucking idea. If you go over to the UK, I actually have a friend chef over there who's a streamer. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Why does it look so good? Why does what look so good? Why does what look so good? My game? Oh, the graphics. I mean, I have dust on, and my game settings are pretty high in general. Like I have my game settings set up pretty high on average. I have maximum, it's pretty decent game settings, and I'm also playing in 2K, even though it's downscaled on the stream to 1K. And in addition to all of that, I have dust. I'm using dust. A customized version of dust, but it's still dust. I'm using my own custom version of dust. Medkit. Oh, yeah, we need medkits, man. Gotta rest up first, though. All right. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. We're going to sleepy time. Is there milk on Kenshi? If yes, would it have to taste good? I don't know if there's milk on Kenshi, but it's bad. It's bad. At least the bitrate is correct now. You've been watching the dwarves, haven't you? Yeah, bitrate got bitrate. I was still figuring out how to stream up until like episode 7 or 8 of the dwarves. Things were not great. What was I doing? Oh yeah, emergency save. And we're back to the Shek goonery. The Shek Goonery has restarted. I can't believe our mercenaries got absolutely bodied by all those ninja. Terrible stuff, man. Terrible stuff. Who'd have saw it coming? Not I. Not me. Who's attacking here? Thrall Masters? What the fuck? All the way out here? That seems interesting. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunketh? Not me. Holy Beep, Heroes a full lobby tonight. To be honest, fun fact, well, one, yeah, it's a new season. New season of any stream that I do tends to, like, anytime I do a new episode of, a new series, the first episode usually just pops right off. But, in addition to that, fun fact, the most people I've ever had on stream, back in, like, February, every stream had, like, 200 people in it. Every single stream had 200 or 300 people in it. It was crazy. And then all of a sudden things pop down again. But, you know, these things come in waves. These things come in waves. But, yeah, around the holiday season, when everyone was busy with, you know, the holidays, every single stream had 300 people in it. It was crazy. Crazy stuff, man. I was peaked. I was peaking. Baking. But these things come in waves. These things come in waves. Oh, yes, yes, guys. We have new merch. I recently made a new channel logo. I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. Recently made a new channel logo. Trying to diversify the channel, make things a little bit more brand friendly. And one of the things that I did with that new channel logo was I created a new line of merch. We got new merch, guys. New merch. Good stuff. Great stuff. Got new merch. We've already had a couple people that have claimed their new merch. Pretty excited about that. Really cool stuff. I'm glad that people are enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's no fucking healing kits around here. Here, not gonna lie, the thumbnail for this looked pretty iconic and eye-catching. Hive Soldier looks so cool. I'm glad, because I was nervous about the thumbnail. I was like, maybe I should switch it around. I wasn't certain. So I'm glad that people liked it. I'm glad people liked it. I saw it and was confused with it a bit. I thought you were a different person at first. Yeah, so one of the things that I was actually worried about when I changed my channel logo was like that people wouldn't recognize that it's me, and I'd see a dip in my content. But what is it? Firstly, me posting about it seems to have helped that a little bit, prevent that from happening. But also, like, people just generally really took to it. People really took to it. The Holy Nation considers Shek animals. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's right. Oh, God. We get... there we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's get the good ones. How much are they? Yeah, we'll get 3 of the good ones. Pass those right out. I bet Beep ate the med kits. Probably. Nice. Okay. So Razor is healing. I think this is the only one of our mercenaries that made it back. How disappointing. How disappointing. Luckily for us, there's a Hiver down here. Hello, Hiveless. I am the one they call the Exile. See what he has to say. What do you have to say for yourself? We only have the beanies, which I don't wear. It's true. It's true. We need a cap with it on the front. I'll take a look at the hats. I'll take last time I made the hats, I wasn't satisfied with the hats, so maybe we'll take another look at it. We'll take another look at it. The beanies are really good though. The beanies are actually very, very high quality. They are they're embroidered and they're very high quality. You guys have actually seen me wear another one that was made a while back, yeah, like from the same producer, that had the Hero Table logo on the front. Same producer. Really good stuff. It's interesting. The first line's not appearing for some reason in the dialogue library every time. What did he say? Oh, it didn't appear. Okay. Nothing there yet. Oh, there it is. A prince without a hive. What do you want from me, exile? You know who I am and what it is that I seek. Seek to rid the world of oppression for the Hiveless. Seek to destroy the queens. Ignore my dogs. I apologize if you hear them. I've heard whispers of the Hiver Devil. That's me. But I have no hate. I have no queen to hate and no hive to fight for. My purpose is gone. Could give you a purpose. One to seek moving forward. A replacement for the hive. My purpose was cut, not lost. I drift, I survive. What is purpose if not what is a purpose if it is just a new chain? It's freedom. Freedom to be yourself and freedom to live alongside your fellow Hiveless. Freedom is just desert wind. It fills you up one moment and leaves you hollow the next. I have my own wind. You bear no ill will towards the queens who abandoned you. I feel nothing for them. They are just a distant, silent hum I can no longer hear. Places hand on shoulder. Hold on. Goes shoulder. Allow me to give you a new purpose, my brother. Do not touch me! My purpose is my own. Foolish. What a fool. Then you will die a fool. Fool who refused to stand up for what is right. Then he will die a fool. You see purpose, I see another cage. My wind takes me elsewhere. I do think it is important to note that they do know who he is. They know who he is, and that's great. That's great. That's great. Oh, man, he's going to be stuck in dialogue repetition for a bit. Sentient Sands be working like that. I mean, sometimes it does. Sometimes you got to kind of argue your way out of it, but it's not terrible. An easy way to help with it is now that we've talked to him a little bit, we can go to the latest. Where is it? Let go. There he is. Okay. We can regenerate his bio. He is -4. He did not like what we said, though. We may not have appealed to his particular beliefs. We may not have appealed to his beliefs. So let's see what the regenerate puts us at. So we're at -4 right now. Hardened cynicism into a protective shell. He now views all grand purposes, whether from the queens or revolutionaries, as different flavors of a cage. He's restless. Yeah, he's abandoned. He's been abandoned. He's been abandoned. He doesn't feel. Tell him you can fill the void of being hiveless by giving him a new hive, a hive that knows the worth and respects his work. All right, well, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what you say. Let's see what you say. Okay. The empire I seek to build can fill the void in your heart left by the queens. We can give you a new hive, a new purpose and the ability to choose your own fate. See what we can do. We can grant him a helmet. You build your empire. I'll find my own wind. Good luck, devil. Yeah, I mean, he knows who he is. He knows who he is. So it's interesting. I think, honestly, I think we're going to find a lot of luck with some of the Hiver peasants in the United Cities. I think we're going to find the most luck with them. I can fill his void with jacked up Shek milfs. It's true. I'll fill the void in your heart with the Shek Dobby mommies. He's an anarchist. Yeah, he doesn't believe in society and pressure. Listen, we're not going to get everyone. We're not going to get everyone. What the exile is doing is a delicate mission, and it's not for everybody. You know, it's not for everybody. But he's going to try his best. He's going to try his best. Alrighty. Get out of here. Who the hell are you? What the hell? Oh, it's a rebel farmer, I see. They have armor that I am I'm shocked of. That's your next short. You're welcome. We're gonna fill the void in all the Hiver peasants' hearts with nothing but Shek Dobby Bobbies. Yeah, he seems very anti-government. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of him. It is what it is. You know, we make the same offer to all of our Hive brothers. We make the same offer to all of them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but the offer is there. I do think it's cool that they acknowledge who he is and what he is, like what he is, though. He is the Hiver. He is the Hive Devil. Oh, yeah, shit, they enslaved a lot of these guys. Oh, no. Yeah, these guys are dead. Very dead. Going to UC is your best bet. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Taking those. Take that armor. What an interesting pose to die in, guys. Hold on, look at this. This is my favorite Kenshiism. Are you ready? What an interesting pose to die in. But damn. Glamorous. It's glamorous, everybody. Oh my god, what the fuck, man? That's so funny. Look at that. Look at that. It's so funny. Contract with the guild's been terminated. Bruh, don't even start with me. You're one guy. Batter his ass. Get poked. Get shot. Get poked. Hell yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take that. That's mine now. I'm also going to take that. That is also mine now. Take those. We love it. Got that death twerk, that gyat mode. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Had to be done. Had to be done. Okay. So we're going to steal some more of this armor here. Type 2. Alt died. Yeah, yeah. Somebody come get her. She's dying in the gray sands. Some company get her. It's happening. Had to be done. Had to be done. Okay. We have the armor. The armor has been stolen. Take that. We'll take that to sell. With you. Take that. Oh, we'll take those. We'd love to see it. Get over here. The boots. Apple bottom jeans. Boots, the fur. Affect crossbows? Oh, yeah, that affects crossbows badly. Pass on that. Pass on that. Nice. Nice. Are you dead too? Oh, you're dead too. Look at that. This one too. This one's in that Tina pose. Got that. Got that. You know what I'm saying? Outstanding. Those cool. Cool. Well, we're gonna take the armor. We're not gonna use it, but we'll sell it. Get some money off of that. Nice. All right, back to the way station we go. And then once we go to the way station, we can sell this stuff off and run back to the Black Desert City where we can, sell them and get the weapon that we want for the exile. Got that tweaker pose. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's JoJo posted. Are we being shot at? No. Yeah, okay, yep. I should have saw that coming. But what are you going to do, you know? Should have saw that coming. We did assault the mercenaries there. I could see why they'd be pretty pissed. That makes sense. Yeah, the tech hunters are pretty mad at us. There, anyway. I don't think the tech hunters themselves are mad, but those ones are. Ew, yes. Who's running this place? Who's on here? Yeah, it's just yeah, they're pissed off because of what we did there. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? These things happen. We can either go back to the Black Desert City or we can probably go to Henge. But Razor is wanted by the local authorities. Though he is disguised, so I don't think he looks like a slave, and I think we might be able to get away with it if we're there, but that's okay. Hero making enemies the first episode? No, me? Never. Never. What do you mean? I've never made any enemies ever. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never made any enemies in Kenshi. What are you talking about? Is there a place where where most of Kenshi's lore is written down? Not really. In game, the closest you'll get is the Great Library in Black Scratch, but even that, it's mostly filled with conjecture. The Great Library in Black Scratch is one of the best ones, but other than that, to be honest, it's not to be that guy, but it's largely my channel. There's not really much other places for large amounts of Kenshi lore. You'll get like general lore or like non-theorized versions, right? You'll get like the stuff that we know. And that's you'll get stuff like that, and like Civilization X makes a lot of like good videos, but a lot of the stuff he sticks to is like the known stuff with like a little bit of hypothetical, but it's mostly just like, yeah, this is what they are, this is what we know. There's not really any theorizing or anything like that, or expounding upon. As far as I know, I'm like one of the only places that happens. Although if there's anyone else, please do shout them out, let them give them their dues. Gotta rest up now. Oh man, Sith stream. You made enemies with everyone you met. Get Beep or I beep you. Will Beep join the hive or kill it? Oh no, Beep will join us. Beep was defective. He got kicked out for being defective. Of course he's gonna join the hive. Absolutely gonna join the hive. AMA about Kenshi. I did one of those actually a while ago on Reddit. I did one about 2-ish years ago, I think. Yeah, I did one like 2 years ago on Reddit, and then I ended up reading the responses in my first ever video that was sponsored by Lo-Fi, which was when they did the release of the free camera mode. Yeah, when they did the release of the free camera mode, I used free camera to get footage in the background for that video while I was answering the AMA questions in the video. Yeah, I did one of those a couple years ago on Reddit. Good old Lore Master AMA. Hero, will you make a Project Cthulhu Jedi run? Maybe eventually. We did a Sith run. We did the Sith Reborn. A Jedi run could be fun. Jedi run could be fun. Excuse me. Do you hope that drugs and alcohol actually do something in Kenshi too? Some kind of buff or visual or some kind of effect? I do. I hope they do. I think that'd be cool. I hope they do. I hope that they do. Get like a charisma buff, but a decrease to dexterity temporarily for like a day and a half. You just throw like a bunch of little buffs in there. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, back to the scrap house so we can get the exile as weapon. The problem with usable drugs is certain rating boards in certain countries like Australia really don't like it and will outright ban anything that they don't understand. That's fair. That is a question. That is something to consider. That's one of the reasons that like there isn't any children present in Kenshi, because it would cause issues with their ability to sell in certain countries and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. How would you do visual effects? Not controlling one character directly. You're not controlling one character directly. I think like you could do visual effects on the character, right? Like you could have like little bits of smoke puffing off of them, right? Like they got smoke kind of curling off of them, or like bubbles that are coming off of them to indicate that they've been drinking, right? Like something like that. Just little visual effects. All right, we're gonna fence these armors and weapons. Fence the armors and weapons. Now we have enough for our glorious weapon. 29,000. I think there's a better one in here, right? No, I think they're stock rebuffed. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Wailing Moon it is. Look at that fucking monstrosity. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We love it. The bloodlust. The armor pen. Good. It's good. This is the weapon of our hero. The devil figure himself. The exile. The devil of the hive. Look at him. Fun fact, you know who wields the Meito variant of this weapon? It's General Zhang. It's General Zhang who wields the Meito variant of this weapon. It's basically a razor katana. It's badass. Will Beep have the Zabuza sword? Probably. Unless I have something bigger. Might give him the Leviathan Slayer. Give him something real big. Give him a Leviathan Slayer. Give him something real big. Excuse me. Simple katana. Anything's gonna be better than this, right? 1 plus 2 plus 5 with a 1.2. Yeah, I mean he's better. He's better. Simple katana paired. Yeah, we'll take that. That's good. Razor's got his dual katana, right? Looks good. Looking good. Yeah. What mod is that from? I think the mod is literally called the Wailing Moon. I think it's literally called Wailing Moon. All right, we're off to the United Cities to liberate some hivers. We're off to liberate some hivers. I'd love to see kids in Kenshi simply because I think some of those life sim elements, such as families, would really benefit the roleplay, but I could see why they wouldn't. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to be able to assign familiar relations to certain characters. I think it'd be cool to be able to be like, hey, this character is married to this character. This character is, even if it doesn't have anything necessarily impactful in the game, I think it maybe just I don't know what they would do with the system, but I think it'd be cool to include some kind of familial element to the game, where you could assign characters as being related in some way to another character. If it would, open up unique lines of dialogue or something like that, I think it'd be cool. You'd be able to set up better successors. I think it'd help for the role playing. Too much risk with adding kids, but I'd love to see functionally be able to see breed babies and farm livestock for food. Yeah, I think so. Chris said that he's fine with it. I think like fine with adding kids into the game. I think he said the main reason he doesn't do it is because it gets tricky with selling the game in other countries. I think that's literally what he said the main reason that he doesn't do it is. I think specifically he was like, who hasn't like he doesn't have an issue with it, and he doesn't have an issue with like making the kids like you being able to like kill the kids in the game because he's like, who hasn't downloaded the mod to send Braith to the moon in Skyrim, right? Like it's a game, you know. But I also understand why I didn't do it because it does affect the ability to sell in some ways with ratings and stuff. Because also, like, if you add him in with Kenshi, like, you can't make him mortal. That would kind of defeat the whole Kenshi thing, right? So, like, they'd have to be, you know, non-essential. And, you know, I don't know. You know, that's a line. Did he say that? Yeah, yeah. I'm almost positive. I'd have to double check, but I'm almost positive on the AMA a couple of years ago, and someone can feel free to fact check me on this. I'm almost positive on the AMA he said that the only reason he hasn't added it is because it gets tricky in the games. He'd be personally okay with adding kids to the game and making them non-essential because who hasn't sent Braith to the moon in Skyrim before? Like, he doesn't care. And he's right. Right? Like, Braith is one of the most fucking annoying NPCs next to fucking Nazim in Skyrim, and the number of people that made her not essential just so they could fucking German suplex her into the ground is astronomical. Like, it fucking, come on, man, let's go. Use me. Kenshi 2 speedrunning all the faction leader kids challenge. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the difference with RimWorld though, yeah, like Big Ups is saying, is that there's not like there's a level of visual fidelity that RimWorld doesn't have that makes things almost not offensive, right? Like it's more descriptive than visually offensive. So chat hero is is a dad by the way. Fun fact. Oh yeah, I have two kids. Yeah, yeah, I have two. I have two. They're not ones and zeros though, so you know I wouldn't be German suplexing them because they annoy me. I'd ground them if they really were giving me too much fucking attitude. But you know, for the afternoon, hey, you can't go outside for the afternoon. Go away. But that's really about it. We'll take a break. How's Razor doing with his new katanas? How's he doing? Yeah, killing it. Exile's going to take a couple beatings while he's learning how to use this hacker weapon. But when he finally starts hitting people with it, my god, he's going to be ripping limbs off like it's nobody's business. Yeah. Razor's going to be carrying right now. God, that leg damage, man. Squint doing. Overwhelmed with the raw numbers. Get up on the hill, Squint. Get up on the hill. Get up here. There we go. Got that archery bonus. Fire away. Got that height advantage now. Take this, you rat bastard. Get shot. Ha ha. Nice. Get back up here. Get back up here. Fire away. Razor's down here. Fighting for his life. Go, Squint, go. Dude, he's actually up here kind of cleaning house right now. He's kind of being the goat right now. I've never used crossbows in a playthrough, fun fact. This is the first time I've ever really used crossbows in a playthrough. I've used them in isolated incidents, but I've never used them as like an actual primary. Squint's up here cleaning house. Oh, it's about to get bad, though. I don't think he's going to be able to, I don't think he's going to be able to take them down. Oh, wait, hold on, he might. He fucking might. Dude, he's doing it. Squint's killing it. He's fucking killing it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my God, he's doing it. He did it. He fucking did it. He did it. Hell yeah. What a fucking goat. Squint is a beast. He's like Captain Shark, guys, from the Sith Reborn playthrough. He's our Captain Shark. Put that man down is what he did. Heal yourself. Squint's a beast, man. Didn't see it coming. I didn't know. I had no idea this whole time he was actually a goat. I thought he was a pupa, but he was actually a goat. Captain Shark. Dude, Captain Shark was peak. He was a beast. Right to the very end, he was a beast. We love Shark. It'll take the Exile a little bit of time to run that. Next time we run a Star Wars TTR GVG, I'm gonna play Captain Shark. You need to do it immediately. Play a fucking Hive soldier drone named Captain Shark. That's what you need to do. That's true. All right, we're not gonna go into the city because Razor has a bounty here, but we are gonna send. Well, Razor's not gonna go to the city. We are gonna send Squint in there. I think we're gonna get near the city, up here on the ridge. And then we're going to send Squint in there. I'm going to rest up here. All right, Squint, you run in. You gather supply. That's what you do. You gather supply now. You're a supply gathering boy. And by supply, I mean grab camp beds. We need camp beds desperately. Need the camp beds desperately. General shop, I think it's gonna be here. Talk with you. Do business. Nope, no camp bed there. Probably maybe in the bar. The start of Kenshi playthrough is always the best part. Getting your little main group of characters is the best part. I agree. I love the start of the playthrough. I agree. Nope. Any hivers in here? Any hivers for recruit Stain? That's Stain. That's plastic surgeon. There's one hive prince in here. Okay. A couple hivers in here, actually. 2 hive princes and a soldier. I mean, a worker drone. Good. Shop right over here. I doubt they have anything, but it's worth checking out. Nope. Why not? Why would you? Why would you? That'd be too easy. That'd be far too easy. Shit. Okay, well, no beds there. That's fine. We're going to send the Exile in. We'll do our closing statement, trying to recruit some more guys. We're going to drop Razor on the ground, put him down. So Razor can't go in, so Squint's going to stay up here with them. Squint and Razor are going to sneak. And we're gonna send the exile in to try and recruit them their hivers. Try and recruit them their hivers. Alrighty, where they at? I'll talk to the two up here first. Talk to the two up here first. Right. We got Plop and Swift. I think we're gonna talk to Swift first. Hello, brothers. I believe you know who I am and why I am here. I don't know. Maybe it might let you. Swift and Squint has a nice ring. It does have a nice ring. You're right. Old Swift and Squint. Got a nice ring. Got a nice ring to it. It's true. It's true. Yes. The stumbling bandaged hiver is telling me about the grand empire he plans to build. That's... Yeah. He's got a lot of armor, though. Look at him. He's armored up. This guy's fucking... He's absolutely armored up. Come on. Come on. He's armored up. Breath, yes. Breathing is... Okay, all right. Brother, you are no hive. You are different. I follow my group. They are my hive now. Who is your group? Who is your group? I'm gonna have to switch back to 4. I switched to 3.2 because somebody told me that it was better, but it's so slow. I am with the drifters here. They are my group now. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch back to 4.0. It's faster. I'll do that before the next stream. Said or different. I welcomed you and your entire group into my fold. We seek to strike down the oppressive queens who abandoned us and left us to rot as hiveless. The drifters of my group. I do not know of queens or hives. I stay here. You stay here. You know as well as I do. Will eventually turn on you. And make you do the grunt work. The dirty work. The work beneath your station. You're going to see some insane consequences of killing the Western Queen. Oh yeah, I have Reactive World too, so it's going to be even worse. Rewatch the opening speeches of Toji Season 2 with the new queen. Oh, dude, it was bad. It was bad. I am Worker. That is my station. My group is here. And you, brother? Will you remain a hiveless at the beck and call of the drifters? You become your own person. I am Plop. I fetch water and watch for dangers. The drifters do not ask for more than that. My own person? That sounds frightening. I can guide you. I am like you. I was once a hiver with little in life. I was cast out and scared by the weight of individuality. Now I seek more, and so can you. The drifters, they are kind to me. They give me tasks, simple tasks. I do not think I want more. More is bad. More is loud and dangerous. Simple is boring and unimpactful. You are meant for more. Can do more and be more. You must just you must only believe in yourself. In the Hiver, you were meant to be. Gotta give him that cult mentality. I'm saying that cult mentality. But belief is loud. I can hear my own thoughts sometimes, and they are too loud already. What if I am not meant to be more? What if he's not meant to be more? What an interesting question. If you were not meant for more, then the queens wouldn't have cast you out. They feared your potential. The queens, I was not cast out. My hive was eaten. I just ran away. They did not see me at all. His hive was eaten. Interesting. Scripted fake garbage. Cool story. Good luck faking your content. Okay, enjoy that. Have fun with that. What if he was not... his hive was eaten, he says. His hive was eaten. So your hive was eaten. And the queens of your hive did nothing. They didn't send for survivors. You didn't send for survivors or anything. They abandoned you. I offer to undo that. They did not come. I waited in the rocks for many suns, but no one came. To undo that, I am not strong. Be strong for the both of us. We are brothers. We should support each other. I'm not a fighter. I hide and fetch water. Hold on, what's that? Well, no modification is truly impossible. Given access to the engine's source code, Unreal Engine 5 makes certain modifications exceptionally difficult or impractical. That's not technically true. Unreal Engine 5 is actually incredibly moddable. It's incredibly it's very moddable and very mod friendly when the game that is being run is designed with that in mind. Okay? And in order to make that be done, they have to put out a dev kit. So if the game was not designed to be modded, it will not be moddable easily or with wide variety, right? If the game is designed with the intention of it being modded, Unreal Engine 5 is actually a very mod-friendly engine. It's very, very mod-friendly, but the developer has to make the game with that in mind, and they have to put out a dev kit, okay? And fun fact, I can confirm this based on my discussions with Lo-Fi and what they've talked about publicly. Lo-Fi is making the game moddable. They are making the game mod-friendly. They are putting out a dev statement. I mean, they're putting out a dev kit. They're making it moddable. That's part of what they're doing. I've had the conversation with them on the back end. They're well aware that the modding community is what makes their games have longevity. They're well aware that the modding community is what makes a game last, right? And so they're taking that into account when making Kenshi 2. because they know that the main reason their game has been functional and around for so long is because of the modding community. They love modding community. So they're making modding a core component and feature of the game. Like they're giving us all the tools to do it. So I don't think you should be concerned about that. I don't think you should be concerned about it. They're giving us all of the tools to do it. I feel like the argument you just made was something some people have said before with Bethesda when people were discussing whether or not they should ditch the creation for Unreal Engine 4. I mean, the main thing with the creation engine is that it would just slow down dev time because they have to rebuild it in its entirety. That's the whole thing. The creation engine is just it's patented towards them. It's a unique proprietary engine. Like it's all about proprietary and all that shit. So seeing our new character have the same world and old character and join the factions would be dope. I do plan on having some old characters pop in. Maybe Helix will pop in on this one. Making mods that fundamentally change the game will always be difficult. It's a labor of love. Yeah, I mean that's part of it. Making large scale overhauls is always fundamentally difficult. But again, Lo-Fi's giving us the technology to make it happen. Making mods will always be difficult. That's part of it, right? But Lo-Fi's giving us the tech to make it happen. They're giving us the materials and the necessary features to make it happen. They did it with Kenshi 1. They're going to do it with Kenshi 2. This isn't me speculating, right? This is one of the few times where I'm going to tell you, this isn't me speculating. I know that this is happening, right? I can say with absolute certainty, they're giving us the tools, This is not a speculative conversation for me. I can tell you with 100% certainty, this is happening. They're making the game moddable. So this comes straight from Lo-Fi themselves, guys. I've had the conversation with them. I'm not a fighter. I hide and fetch water. That is my strength. Being a brother sounds loud. Have trust. Your job would be simple. Just as it is now. Until you are ready for more. Then we will provide. My job now is to watch for dust clouds and not get eaten. That is enough. How could you provide more than that? Can provide food, safety, and the ability to do more when you are ready. I have food here, and sometimes it is safe. I do not know if I am ever ready for more, and that will be your choice. If not, you are still welcome with us. But what if I make the wrong choice? The Drifter's way is simple. Your way sounds like it has many choices, and choices are heavy. Can make them for you while you adjust. We could try for a little while. The other Drifters might miss me, but I'm curious. That works for us. Welcome, that works for us. Then I will try. Lead the way, brother. I will follow. Join my squad, then. Hell yeah. Plop is with us, baby. Took a little bit of time, but we got there. We got there. Okay, I don't think anybody is really looking to change how Kenshi is actually played, so I think all Hitch's mentions around UE5, dev kit, and not really will stump people from making mods. Kenshi's currently isn't currently deeply moddable, so I guess we're good. I mean, yes, but no. Kenshi became deeply moddable recently with the advent of Re-Kenshi. Like, it became wildly moddable recently. If Kenshi were deeply moddable, I think we'd be able to do questing mods much better and also dual wield mods. But the dev kit and accessibility we've been given is pretty good too. The mod is actually is cool as hell. I thank you. I appreciate. Dude, Sentient Stance has been a ton of fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. Um, yeah, I mean, Rekenshi's opened up a wild door of possibilities. We're able to do things we never thought we could do before. You know, and like, there's always going to be limitations, some limitations on it. But again, this is conversations that um these are conversations that I have been had directly, come directly from Lo-Fi. They, have assured that it is moddable. They're using the Forgotten Construction Kit too, or they just call it the Forgotten Construction Kit or construction set. But they're using the second iteration of it quite literally every day. It's in there, and they're taking that into account with building the game. Modability is a feature. It's a feature that's built into Kenshi 2. It's not an afterthought. It's not anything like that. It's something that's being actively built into Kenshi 2. So, you know. Rikenshi brought me back after 5 years. Yeah, I mean, Rikenshi opened the door, and the thing is this is another conversation that's been had. Um, I think that Rikenshi and the things that it's able to do have really set the groundwork for what we can expect in Kenshi 2. They take they take into account what the community says. They take into account what's working, what's not, the mods that are working, the things that are successful, and they take all that stuff into account when they're making the game. And again, this is based on my firsthand conversations. They take that stuff into account, and I think what we're seeing is a groundwork being set, a precedent being set because of Rikenshi. Like, Rikenshi changed the name of the game, and I think they're looking at that and they're going, "Oh shit! Like, we need to include this level of customization, this level of adaptability into the game, right?" So. Man, that's my point. Who wants to run Kenshi into a fucking third-person action game? Nobody plays Kenshi for that, so those limitations are a genuine non-issue. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the guy who made Rekenshi's a fucking monster, dude. Absolute beast, man. We love him. We love him. Absolute fucking goat. Absolute goat. Absolute goat. Oh, man. Absolute goat. Certified lower master. If you're talking about me, thank you. Kenshi FPS, that'd be funny. What of you, Swift? Still on the fence? Even though your brother, even though your fellow drifter and Hive have joined me, have joined us. Oh shit! The Hive follows the Hive. If Plop follows, then I follow too. I do not know if Fence only following. Dude, that was so easy. What the fuck? He saw Plop join and was like, "Yeah, I guess I'm in. Fine, fuck it." What the fuck, dude? He just joined. Hell yeah. That was so easy. Oh my god, that was so easy. I like that Sentient Sans is actually like adding people into the squad now. That's one upside of using 3.2 over V4 is it's not as fast, but it does seem to be a little bit more adaptable at that. Is that Hive mod? It's I mean, the Exile that I'm using is from the Radiant Hive mod, yeah. It's from the Radiant Hive. So what dialogue is generating the NPC responses? Is that part of the mod? Yeah, it's all part of Sentient Sans. All part of Sentient Sans. Okay, so Cape Hare. Greetings, brother. I assume you know who I am and why I am here. We're gonna get this man to join us. That's so funny that Plop joined and Swift was just like, yeah, all right, fine. You're right, you're right, you're right. Plop, Prince of the Wells. It's true. You have a good laboring stat? Doesn't even have a good laboring stat. Not even good at the wells. Not even good at them. Not even good at them. Sometimes that initial response takes a second. With 3.2, though, it is definitely slower. Cape Air. You down here? Nope, he's not. He hasn't generated in yet. Plopping Swift for boyfriends. We're just making lore for him. It's funny. There it is. Greetings, brother. Your reputation precedes you. The Hiveless speaks your name with hope, while the queens whisper it with fear. Are you here to trade or to speak of other things? I am not here to trade. Ah. Goddamn. I come seeking those of a like mind. Indeed, the Queen's song is a cage, and I have heard the key turning in your voice. What do you propose? I plan to create a new hive. One of the exiles and Hiveless that the Queen's abandoned. Just to see all my freed brothers and sisters stand proudly as independents. And I wish to see the Queens torn asunder. A kingdom of Hiveless forged in the Queen's cast-offs. A beautiful dream, but a dream that draws the eyes of every queen from here to Vane. What is your step towards this independence? Liberation. From all who oppress our kind. A worthy cause, but liberation from a queen's pheromones is one thing. Liberation from a samurai's blade or a paladin's... God damn it, too fast. From a samurai's blade or a paladin's fire is another. Do you have the strength to protect those who would go free with you? I do. And the army and the empire, hold on, and the empire we raise will as well. We shall see. Even a kingdom of Hiveless needs supplies. Can your warriors eat dreams, or will they need food, weapons, and medicine? Those we have, and will get more. More. What I need right now is bodies. And you appear to have an eye for logistics. I'd like you by my side. This guy appears to have an eye for logistics, you know what I'm saying? You see clearly, the drifters offer survival but not purpose. If you can protect those Hiveless, then my skills are at your command. And we welcome you to our empire with open arms. Hell yeah! I shall trade these rags for a place at your side. A new hive begins today. Hell yeah, guys! It's picking up. We're developing a reputation. We're developing a reputation. We love it. We love it. Are you using the Steam version of Sentient Stand still? Yeah, I am. I am. I am indeed. I am indeed. Okay, well, it is past my cutoff time already. I have to get to the gym. My ass is running behind today. Beep was killed. No, Beep's not dead. They're just saying stuff. Beep's not dead. They're just saying stuff. Beep is alive. Bape is alive. All right, we have a handful of hivers with us. We got Caper, we got Swift, we got Plop, we got Squint, we got Razor. I have not gotten Beep yet. It's only episode 1. We'll get Beep, I promise. We'll go get him. We'll save him. We will liberate him. We got to get a couple Southern hivers, too. We're going to create a world where all the exiles can live free. Free and proud. Be a good time. All right, guys. Well, I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in for the first episode tonight. It's been a good time. It's been a good time. We've had a good time. And, yeah. I hope to see you guys all so tomorrow is Elden Ring with Muffin. So we're probably not going to be doing the Hive tomorrow. We'll be doing Elden Ring with Muffin. It's my variety stream night. But Sunday, we'll be back with the next liberating episode of the Hiveless King So I hope to see all of you guys then. Do guys remember to like the stream? Remember to check out the merch if you're interested. It's all very helpful and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Check out the merch if you guys are interested. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, everyone who donated, everyone who gave anything, anyone who chatted, and I appreciate you guys. Being so lively in chat. It's been a fun time. We had a great turnout tonight. It was like 70, 80 people in here at some point. What's your PR? What do you mean, what's my PR? Like, oh, the gym. I see. Yes, my personal record. Okay, I didn't realize we were talking about the gym yet. So with benching, I haven't benched in a while, but last time I benched, I was benching like 215, 220, but it's been a good long while since I've done that. Recently, I've been focusing primarily more on cardio because I used to be 260 pounds, and then I lost 100 pounds over the course of like 7 months, and I went from like 260 down to like 170, 175, somewhere in there, and then I evened out around 180. And then I was 180 for like 3 years, and recently I've gone back up to like 195, 200, and so I'm trying to lose the pudge right now. So I'm primarily doing cardio, but is what it is. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys, for some Elden Ring, and we'll be back with more Kenshi on Sunday. Stay tuned. Also, next week, I have a 40-minute long what if video coming out next week. Going to be putting a ton of work into that. I'm going to be editing all fucking weekend to get it done. 40-minute long. It's my longest non-building video that I've ever done. 40 minutes long, huge video. It is what if Kenshi, and what if Catlan tried to reclaim Kenshi? What if he tried to take back Kenshi? Reclaim his empire. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, as always, guys, use your powers for good instead of evil. Make a difference in somebody's life, and I will see each and every one of you guys next week. Bon voyage.